and then I'm gonna start streaming. And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Fallen. This is session 7 of season 3. We were once again joined by our lovely cast. So last we left off. Hey, Jake, your mic is really close to your mouth. I'm just getting a lot of breathing.
Are you? Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. It doesn't really bother me. I just want to make sure we don't bother the people on YouTube. But last we left off, if you guys can anybody remind me where we started off last time?
We started off right out. We were right outside of the what's his fucking name? Dennis's temple, and there's like a crowd of people rushing in to try and steal Dennis's stuff.
No, so that's where we ended. So where we began, right? Was we began?
I'm pretty sure we started outside of Dennis's temple.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm thinking wrong. Yeah, so you guys start outside. No, actually, you started inside of Dennis's temple, making your way through.
Yeah, we ran out. Dipper got kidnapped, and then we also saved a person, and we figured out that the collars or whatever were powering Dennis's ability. Right?
Yep.
Is that better?
Yeah. So here's what happened. Right. So, we began the session. You guys were inside of Dennis, the fences kind of compound, deep within the wet district. And this compound was kind of where he ran his criminal organization from, where he kind of enforced it through use of these metallic collars, these rune-crafted collars, that appear to compel obedience and service from people that have it on. After dispatching Dennis, he resurrected. You guys fought him. You guys all dumped out your backpacks, or most of you, except for Sirius, who just took a gold pouch. And you scooped up as much money into your backpacks as you could physically fit. And then you bolted.
35 pounds worth.
And then you bolted. You go ahead, and on your way out of the building, you guys went ahead and begin because with the kind of the adrenaline of combat wearing down, you began to realize the screaming from around the compound. And there was a room rather on the side as you guys were exiting, and you heard screaming, please for help from inside. And you guys opened up the door, and you saw what kind of appeared to be some kind of runecraft shop where they were making potions. And you guys witnessed as multiple of these people who had these collars around their necks who were making these potions, their youth and their life energy began to be sucked out of them, turning into skeletal husks almost, their eyes burning. And Sirius, you were able to save one of these people, a woman, a siren, but you didn't really ever get to get her name, but you went ahead, you saved her life by speaking the word Kalake, which is unlock in Siren, but you have to be speaking it through water so it sounds the correct way. You're able to save her life. As you guys were doing that, Dipper was trying to pry this giant diamond out of the handrail of the grand staircase in this compound. And out of nowhere, Dennis is able to flash in, grab him, and teleport out. With no other option, you guys scrambled and left the compound. And upon leaving it, you could see just the litany of dead guards, all these people that had been in service to Dennis with these collars around their necks. As you guys begin to leave, the local populace, now no longer having any protection for this compound, began to flood into the compound. And it quickly became a riot. And at some point, you guys begin hearing roars and the sound of monsters. Guards were called in. Hunters of the Brotherhood of Silver were called in. And the entire thing quickly became a clusterfuck, and you guys got the fuck out of there. After making your way through the streets, you guys had quite an intense conversation about where to go. Uhtred kind of commented on Dustin's loss of control within the compound and how his kind of bestial nature kind of took over. And Dustin kind of reprobated Uhtred for wanting to go and go to the tavern where you guys as friends, the blacksmith and the innkeeper, Emma the innkeeper, where they had gone. And so you went ahead and you guys decided, you know what, it'd be better if we didn't involve them in this at all. And you went ahead and went, fearing of course of Dennis. You guys went ahead and went to I believe it's called the Striding Seahorse, which is one of the most upscale inns. It's not even really an inn; it's almost like a 5-star hotel or the equivalent in this world. And you guys made quite the
rich.
You guys made quite the scene entering, and after kind of bumbling your way through getting a room and getting upstairs, you guys went inside and everyone kind of letting the adrenaline wear down, and after the loss of a friend began to kind of recuperate, and you all kind of just separated and locked yourselves in for the night and went to sleep to kind of figure out what the hell to do the next day. During the night, the people that are connected to the masked man, so that'd be everyone besides Elwyn, began to have a dream again. And in it, the masked man, who kind of went ahead and deciphered a good chunk of this red notebook that had been ciphered by Dennis. And you guys learned a couple very important things. One, that Dennis at some point had betrayed, because Vex had been here roughly 3 months ago. He had sold her out to the cult, who apparently he has connections with. And the way he connects with the cult is apparently he talks to people down at the docks. So you actually have a lead about where, like, you could find cult members and where, because apparently they have a compound somewhere around here. You guys also learned, A, that Dipper is probably dead, and the masked man really doesn't seem to care, and C, that the masked man has a weird familiarity with Elwyn, as he suspects her to be one of his descendants, as she looks extremely similar to Vex. So, with that, Elwyn, you had a dream. And in your dream, you quite vividly replayed the worst day of your life, where maybe the most defining day of your life that kind of led you down your path. And after waking up from all your dreams, you guys kind of came together and sat at the table and began talking about it. And Elwyn, maybe inspired by her dream and just kind of realizing that in order to get your guys' trust, she had to lay the chips out on the table, told you guys, hey, I used to be part of the followers of Amon. I no longer am. I was there the day of the terrorist attack in Redwall. I didn't participate. I actually killed a bunch of my friends. But now I'm just trying to find my sister and trying to get her out of the cult and trying to figure out what happened to her, as I'm excommunicado from the cult now. And that's kind of where we left off, I believe. So you guys sit around. There's a banquet of food as you guys have been nursing on it and kind of eating on it during the morning here, as you guys sit around the table. What would you guys like to do?
Presumed we maybe regained our ichor or any expended resource?
Yes, yes, I would say so.
Nice. Well, I think of this. I want to kind of turn to the group and go, well, we got to head to the docks, but we need to outfit first. So we should probably take stock of our money.
Yeah,
Okay.
Justin's just gonna reach for his bag and like sit on the table, and like the table's legs kind of bow a little bit as he does so, because it's like a lot of gold. He's like, Justin's gonna
I'm gonna
It's only
do the same.
35. It's only 35 pounds, Grant.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
Gold and assorted gems. I'm gonna take my bag of gold and
Well,
assorted
let's
gems.
see.
And pick
Let's
it up
see.
too.
So, would you guys like to count it?
Yes.
Yes, I want to count
Okay.
my bag.
So, So there's a couple things I gotta tell you guys first. First of all, if you have roughly 35 pounds, 50 gold coins weighs a pound. Okay. So
God.
you guys roughly, after some quick calculations, have somewhere, and this isn't exactly what you have yet, but you roughly have 1,750 gold. So if you took 35 pounds and it was raw gold coins, then that's how much it would be, 1,750. All right. So it's important to understand that in my world, right, bronze is like the gold equivalent in D&D. So that's actually like 1 million gold pieces in D&D. So it's 1 million bronze.
Okay.
Okay. So real
You
quick.
said there were assorted gems too.
So hold on. So I want to, and does it make sense why people would be willing to die to get into Dennis's fortress?
Yes.
You guys
absolutely.
literally
We're
now,
millionaires.
you are insanely wealthy now. Okay.
I'm gonna turn to Sirius
Now,
and go,
hold on, real quick, before we go anything. I just want to get this on the board. In order to hand count 1,750 coins and assorted gems would take you a dramatic amount of time. Okay? So, we could spend the entire day at the apartment counting it. You guys would also know that there are banks and other places where you can, especially Sirius, you would know that you could take money, they'll count it for you, and they'll hold it safely for a cost, of course.
Also, that might be a little finicky.
Also,
Hmm.
so it's really a question of like how much time do you guys want to spend? Now, what I'm gonna do. So, currently, Elwyn, Destin, Uhtred, and Finocchio all have their backpacks full of money and assorted gems. Correct?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So, I want each of you to roll me a d20. Okay, and we're gonna go in order around the table. So, Destin, you roll first.
Okay. Let's see here. So just 1d20.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, and that's a
Wow.
17.
1 second. Let me make sure I write this down.
I was hoping for a nat 20 there. My entire bag just ends up being full of gems. Like, how'd that get there?
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that's a surprise.
Uhtred, roll me a d20.
Oh gosh, please be good.
Not
Hey!
bad. Not bad. Okay.
I wonder
Finocchio.
what a nat one would be. It was fake gold.
It's all copper.
Hey!
Whoa.
Buddy, boy!
Oh my gosh.
We're accidentally ruining Jack's entire economy.
No, it's totally fine. Elwyn. Actually, no. Sirius would be next. Sirius, would you roll? This
Hey.
is for your coin pouch. How many pounds is in your coin pouch?
I think it was 5.
Okay, perfect.
Destin,
What?
if we
Okay.
have so much
Wow.
money, do you just want to go? We own this. We own this hotel now. This is
Yeah,
ours.
5 pounds.
We might be able to do
Okay.
that honestly with this much gold. But yeah, this thing we need to pace ourselves because this is hot. This is our current funds are pretty hot right now.
Yeah, but guess what? I doubt a shady blacksmith is going to care.
Well,
That's true.
I mean, also that you are ignoring the possibility that the economy just crashes and our everything we have. is nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, well, guys, one thing to understand is Sirius. You would understand. This is not that much money to you.
This is more money than Uhtred's ever seen in his entire life.
Because Sirius, you've
Yeah.
seen like the treasury of your father's keep, where it is like rooms full of valuable
As-
artifacts, gold, jewels. This to you, as you seeing them kind of freak out, is like kind of commonplace to you. Like this just feels like this is some spend and change.
I'm gonna throw
Yeah.
some spicy RP in while we're counting. As we're counting, I want to look at Destin and look at our bags and go, "We're rich. We can do anything." And I want to look at Sirius and go, "We could start our own country. We could say, we could do whatever we wanted. This is probably more money than anyone's ever had."
Sirius just kind of tosses a handful of coins up into the air and just kind of grabs them, and he says, "Well, if we compare what we have on the table here, all these bags of gold, and we compare it to the palm, what's in the palm of my hand, this is about what we have in comparison to the Rosebloods. I wouldn't imagine how much Redguard has. Way more than this.
This is more money than I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, imagine that fucking magic.
Before this moment, the most I had ever seen was that chest that me and Nox had. But that pales in comparison to
You have
this.
flashes of Kilroy in your mind.
I flashed back to when I stole from Kilroy.
Okay, Elwyn, I need you to roll me a d20.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my
So did it go 19, 18, 17, 16, and 15?
Yes! Yeah, I'm just gonna roll it dice to see if I get a nat 20. Hold on, I just want to see if I get a nat 20. Oh, I did pretty good.
No.
Okay, very funny. If it was a nat 20, I'd be like, okay, that's amazing. Man,
Okay,
that is funny. Okay, cool. So,
we went 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. That's wild.
and then you got an 18, Elwyn. Okay. All right.
I was gonna say this like the 2 sessions ago when we actually did it, but I didn't have a time to. I didn't empty out everything. I emptied out everything that wasn't a runecraft item, right? Which is just my vial of healing blood I have on me, and then my mechanical heart. But the rest I did just.
So, can you give me a weight estimate?
I have 6.25 out of 35 pounds. My backpack.
Okay, so you gotcha. So it'd be roughly 20. Yeah. Like, okay.
Yeah. Destin filled up both of the backpacks he had. One of them was partially full. So
wait. You have 2 No, Grant. What?
Yeah, remember? I stole off that dead guy in the inn, remember?
Wait. But how are you carrying around 2 backpacks?
Destin's very strong. He has one on each arm.
No, Grant. No.
Totally reasonable, and you know it.
No, God, that's not reasonable.
How is that not reasonable?
Grant,
I have 2 backpacks. I filled them.
Hey, stop yelling. No, it's not reasonable at all that you'd be I thought you had one on like a. Whoa, okay. So what? Okay, whoa. Hold on here. Yeah, this is stupid. There's nobody walking around with a backpack on each shoulder.
Yeah, there is Destin.
Yes. Yes, the 6'3" massive muscle man.
Okay, I'm looking on your sheet. Where is your second backpack?
It's up. It's on top. It's on the top of the first backpack because I didn't make an actual roll for it.
The top of the first backpack that's representing the item that's already you put the backpack in the backpack to show it's part of the weight.
The top backpack. The top backpack is my current backpack.
It says on the sled.
No, look. The top backpack has a different weight limit. 35 pounds.
Yes,
that sled's been gone for such a long time.
Trust me, I'm sure of this.
No, Grant, look, every backpack.
I'm absolutely certain.
No, Grant, every backpack has a 35-pound capacity, and it weighs 5 pounds. So the capacity of all backpacks, because they weigh 5, is 30 pounds. Okay. Do you understand that factored into it? The reason you have the weight up there, that's 35 out of 35, is because the backpack weighs 5. See, the weight over here is 5.
Well, and we were getting the goal. You told me that I had my second backpack. I said, I have a second backpack. I lose from a guy.
I don't see a second backpack here on your sheet. I'll always refer back to the sheet. It also does not make sense, Grant, that your character would have 2 backpacks on their back. That's fucking retarded.
It's very useful to have 2 backpacks.
No, come on. This is bullshit. Okay, so Grant, an important consideration here. Did you go ahead and drop your scroll of noiseless picture for another pound of gold or not?
No, I did not.
Okay, so I want everybody. So everybody, go ahead. I'm going to.
Oh, you should have dropped the vampire bones. Damn it.
No. I'm gonna say, Grant. No, I would say that you dumped out everything in your backpack, and then you can say.
Okay.
Oh, so you didn't do that?
No, I only scooped up what he could.
Oh, that was stupid.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I was under the impression that everyone just dumped out every. I thought you had said.
I used my coin pouch, so I didn't really dump anything.
Okay, Grant. But if that's what you remember doing, then it's still a ridiculous amount of money, guys.
Yeah, 637 gold.
So what I need everybody to do, go ahead, DM me for just so I have a rec. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and make a record of this. Okay, so okay. So we're just gonna go ahead and play right now. If you guys really want, we can do the thing where you guys sit there and count. In order to count this many gold coins and keep an accurate record, it's gonna take you guys like counting thousands of coins. I'm gonna say it costs you hours, and we can make checks for it. We could go ahead and count it right now and get the exact number, or you guys can actually do what you're supposed to do. It is up to you what you want to do.
Party, what do you want to do?
Let's just go ahead and play.
Let's just go play. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do this some other time.
So as you guys are kind of sitting there, you guys hear a knock at your door.
I'm gonna kind of like go to the door, and as I am, I'm gonna have adversary kind of out behind my back, ready to pull out as I'm gonna crack open the door.
You see standing there what appears to be a kind of short, plump mudblood maid, as she kind of stands there with what appears to be like a mop and some other stuff, and she goes, "Oh, hello, house cleaning."
We don't need house cleaning right now.
Oh, well, no problem
but-
then. As she go ahead and like begins to like pick up her mop and stuff.
Have a nice day. I want to close the door. She does not get gold coin. We can't flaunt
tips.
our wealth, Grant.
All right, so what do you guys want to do?
All right, we need to come up with a plan. As I kind of like turn to the party from the door and I like rehook adversary to my belt, I want to kind of turn to the group and go, look, by all accounts and measures, we have an unimaginable amount of wealth. Whose needs, I think we should probably get some equipment. We don't know where this dock journey will take us.
So
But
real quick,
I'd say-
Serious, go ahead and make me a general knowledge roll. Jake, continue.
I say that we should outfit ourselves and then head on to the mission. We want to be as best prepared as we can, and with all this gold, we could probably get you, Finocchio, some runecraft stuff.
That's a 1.
Yeah.
We could probably get our weapons fixed.
Serious, you would know that sometimes at high-end establishments, they have like financial services, but beyond that, like you're kind of drawing a blank. Something popped in your head for a second, and then it kind of.
I should have supported with Noble.
You can if you'd like. It's fine.
But we should probably outfit the
Alright.
group.
This
We're
is my
all a
sport
little-
roll.
I mean, this is the.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah, Serious.
5 plus 2 is a
3. Serious, you would know that generally at places like this, you don't want to just leave your highly insanely valuable things lying around, even though they have very good security here. There's nothing to say that one of these poor workers, like a maid or something, would just grab a ton of money and walk off with it. You would know that these kind of hotels and these establishments will have basically like places where you can go and deposit a large amount of your valuable assets, and they'll hold on to it for you while you're in town, like a
Okay.
safekeeping place. And they'll usually put it in a vault within the compound somewhere.
In any event, in case a housekeeper comes by or the bellhop gets any good ideas, we should probably deposit our money downstairs for safekeeping.
I agree. We should just take some with us to outfit what we need. Serious, how much do you think we should keep on our person?
Well, I guess I'd probably be fine with a coin pouch. Maybe I could distribute some gold into my bag in case somebody tries to swindle me.
We definitely need to stow some of this away because this is way
Definitely
too
less
much money
than
to
a
be dragging
coin
about.
I'm not, as you know, I'm not well versed in money. But if we wanted to get some fine weapons, how much gold do you think we should bring?
How much money in this part of town does equipment typically cost, narrator?
So you guys would kind of know, roughly speaking, just as like a general, off the top of your head, you guys would know, like So a single gold, right, is 100 bronze. Okay.
Mhm.
I believe, if I can remember off the top of my head, like let's say you wanted to buy a pretty fancy like longsword, like a nice longsword, nothing enchanted, but something that would be probably with d8s in it. I believe a longsword would only cost like at most 30 bronze. So like if you just carried around like 50 gold pieces, you would have so much money, way more than you would probably need. Yeah.
Oh, wait, where's the? I can't pull up the Fallen catalog for some reason. Where's that?
It should be there.
Is it in game mechanics or?
Here, let me get it for you. You can always just reference it via the rule book. It has a link to it.
Oh yeah.
But I'd say we carry what money we need to outfit us, and deposit the rest, and go on our mission.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's the best course of action.
Here, if anybody is curious about the catalog, I will
So
post it in player resources.
I know we're all excited about our individual wealth, but I think for the sake of the mission, we should probably pool our money. Sirius, how much do you think we should take? Because that was the narrator speaking, so Usher doesn't know the amount of 50.
Well, let's see here. I definitely go with less than a coin pouch, that's for sure. Probably 50 gold.
All right, I'd say
And
we should.
If we ever encounter anything that costs more than 50 and we really want it, I'm sure we could put down a deposit and then bring the rest later.
I'd
No sense
say
in carrying around a lot of money.
each of us chip in 10 gold pieces, and we can deposit the rest.
Wait,
Alright.
serious question actually. Do you have a? Is there a proper blacksmith in that town that specializes in plate armaments?
Make me actually. We'll go off your. Make me another general knowledge check. They're serious. We're
I
gonna say
will
this is
assist
level
with-
2.
Okay, I will assist with Noble to also kind of get an idea of like what
Oh yeah, definitely,
my
because
father's like
yeah,
army and stuff uses and like nobility.
100%.
2 plus
Let's see.
support.
Oh damn!
Cool. Yeah,
plus-
4.
You would know that actually there, and like it pops in your head. So your father's outfitters, generally a lot of the weapons they actually buy from a place called the Sea Forge. It's actually down by the docks. It's close to the docks.
Let's head over to the Sea Forge.
Okay.
My father usually shops there, so I guess I
Well-
should probably be careful in case he's out and about, but considering the state of affairs, we should be okay.
Let's all chip in the 10 pieces, give it to Sirius, as he's probably the wisest with money.
Yeah. Well, I just want to
And-
say this: if we're planning to go for proper material, proper armaments here, proper armor, plate armor, and such, it's gonna be pricey if they have that
I mean-
available. That is.
I'm probably just gonna get this leather armor fixed. I'm not the fastest with all that weight on.
Yeah. I'd recommend upgrading if you can, though. It's things are gonna get hairy. I got a feeling.
All right, I'll throw another
Hey,
10
Sirius.
gold pieces.
And for Nocrio,
Serious?
we
Hold
should
on,
probably
hold
get you something
on,
too.
guys. Let Elwin's trying to say
Oh
something.
yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned your father. Is your relationship with him dicey?
Ooh, interesting.
Probably. I don't know.
Go ahead, Elwin. Elwin, make me a general knowledge check.
General knowledge. Okay.
Not the man to always be trusted, but I suppose he's my father.
Yeah, you're nothing.
What do you-
Nothing happens. You kind of just like
Serious.
something seemed kind of weird, and then you were like, never mind.
I want to ask
Yeah.
Sirius, what do you mean you suppose he's your father?
I mean, what I mean, you know.
I
Nothing
don't
too
know what you
special
mean.
about it.
That's why I'm
Uh,
asking.
Uhtred, listen, I
Sirius
understand that
Picks
there's a
up the
point here,
gold off
but
the table that we've pulled together and says, "Let's just get going."
Okay, I contributed 20 gold pieces instead of just 10, so we can take it to 60.
Okay.
Destin will contribute 20 as well.
So 80.
Okay,
Yeah.
so go ahead. So, Sirius, you can go ahead and say that you have 80 gold pieces in your pouch right now.
Okay,
As for the rest of the wealth and stuff, you guys, if you'd like, can bring it. Like you would know, Sirius. There's
Yes.
probably like an attendant downstairs where you can actually like interface with the vault, and they will store like all this wealth for you.
I'm gonna strap the backpack back up. Serious, you promise you're not gonna steal any from this when we put it in the vault?
well, they wouldn't be a trustworthy establishment if they
Hmm.
did that. So
True.
Here's hoping. All right.
can't
It's
be the most money they've dealt with.
yeah.
Yeah, like Sirius, you would know in your head like this is a lot of money, but like this is not an like with the clientele this place serves, this is not an unreasonable amount of money. Like
Yeah, but
Like-
I'm just a street urchin. I don't know
oh,
this.
I know, but I'm just telling serious.
Yeah. So Destin's gonna look at his like money bag. Is like he's like carrying it downstairs. Like, it's weird. I don't feel good. I just got this, but I don't feel good setting it down nowhere.
I know. Well, back
I
when
could buy a house with this and a forge and god dang.
back when I lived in Crossroads, I always used to keep all my coins whenever I had them in my shoes. An old man on the street once told me that was the safest place to keep your valuables.
Want to go buy shoes?
Well, I have shoes.
As
No,
you
Oh,
Oh,
look
it
down
could
at
be
your
bigger
shoes,
shoes, so you can put all the coins in.
as you look
You know
down
what,
at your
Sirius?
shoes, as you look down at your shoes, Uhtred, like you're like, I have shoes. Your shoes, like a lot of like, actually no, you just bought new clothes, so yours are relatively new.
I
and
did.
nice.
Yeah, but back then, Pinocchio, I was lucky if I had a copper. I'm gonna look at Elwyn and go, I'm sure Bioka's told you all about it.
He's talked to me a little bit about your situation.
If only things could have turned out so much different. As I kind of walk towards the elevator, waiting for the bellhop, not really sure how it works, so I'm leaning over and going, "Hey, are you down there?"
So you see in front of you,
Dude.
there's like a sort of a railing that kind of extends.
Is there a button?
There's no button. There's a bell with a little like puller thing on it.
I'm gonna ring the bell continuously until it shows up.
So you start hearing a
Ding 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 ding.
as you see like this kind of like you hear like the sound of water flowing, and you see these pipes in the wall like flexing, and you see like these like mechanisms moving, and like there's the glow of runecraft as the elevator slowly comes up, and the entire time ding ling 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 ling, and this is
I'm like Elf from when he presses. Oh, it's like a Christmas tree.
Maybe Sirius should take the lead.
and then you guys slowly it comes up and you see as just as the elevator kind of comes up so you can see the guy ahead, you hear the guy say, stop that right now, stop ringing
I'm gonna
that." And
stop. I'm gonna
it's an older guy.
stop slowly. I'm gonna.
It's not the bellhop from yesterday. It's an older looking guy with this long, elegant mustache. He's a siren, and he has this kind of interesting, like, pink skin. But he has this giant, elegant, long, black mustache. And he goes,
Oh,
"That was right on proper. So uncivilized. Don't you have any manners?"
He doesn't.
not really.
Yeah, but listen, we're
Apologies.
getting there.
My
sorry.
attendance is
I'll have you thrown
Quite-
out of this
quite new to this.
establishment.
serious
wait,
attendance
I'm a
goal.
paying customer.
He kind of looks you up and down. He kind of like doubts it. Like your demeanor does not like shout
Oh, I do have a
noble,
question.
but he goes ahead and hold on. He looks over at Sirius and he goes, "You should keep your servant in check."
Hey, I'm not his servant.
Oh, really? So he kind of like
Yeah,
rolls
Sirius
his
handed
eyes.
him a gold. And he says he's quite a bit of work sometimes, but he's quite good at defending my life when it counts.
He kind of just sighs. So you gave this guy a gold?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
now
gonna
we
go
have
ahead.
79 gold.
He's gonna take a gold
No,
and
we
he's
still
gonna
have your gold backpack.
he's gonna
You
look
know,
at it and
as a
go,
supplement.
"Oh, my lord, thank you so much." And he kind of is gonna like graciously
Oh.
accept it and slip it into
Well.
his pocket.
I might give you a gold coin if you call me my lord.
Can
Uh,
we not do this?
I'm sorry for my
Sirius
previous
kinda
inconvenience,
steps
my
on his
lord.
foot.
As he kind of like looks at you, Sir Richard.
Don't actually call him Lord. Listen, don't know. That's gonna step forward and like, just listen. I appreciate. I'm sorry for our behavior. Can you take us downstairs, please, and thank you.
Yes, of course, my lords.
Thank
As he
you,
opens
sir.
up the door. And my lady, as his entire demeanor has changed, he just dropped like so much money on the pimp.
Justin's just gonna look over at Uhtred and says, Uhtred, you can't just bribe people if they like you.
I wasn't bribing him. I just wanted to see if he'd do it.
I mean, of course he
Sirius
would.
just
It's a
kinda looks
gold.
back at Dustin and he's like, "What do you mean?"
Narrator, my question is, because technically I am not related to Luck, and people confuse me as a mudblood. Do people still think I'm a mudblood if I'm not glowing?
Yeah. So if you're not glowing, are you wearing what you usually wear?
Yeah.
Like you have on your normal clothes, you have on like your sword, you have your hair the same way, you get your mother's
Yeah.
necklace, all that stuff.
Yeah, but my mother's necklace is tucked under because remember the conversation I had
Yeah,
with Luck?
you still, most people regarded you as a
Nice.
Brightkin, or not Brightkin, as a mudblood.
Oh, nice. Throw in some racism. I'm just kidding. Are we downstairs at the clerk's
Yeah,
office
so
now?
as you guys, it's just kind of this awkward tension as he's like looking back and forth and like kind of like just like
I'm
looking
gonna ask him,
around.
how long did he work here? How long have you worked here?
Oh, it's been 15 years now.
Wow. That's
That's
a long
wow.
time.
Yes,
you always been in this position, or you change around?
kind of like looks at you. Well, I used to work at the desk, but then they said, "You're too old now, Roger. That mustache is too big, Roger. You'll scare the customers and make the old ladies faint." And then they put
Oh, I
these
actually
two
like your
hussies in my spot, as he kind of like, you feel like he's like gripping the accelerator on the elevator a little too hard.
okay,
And, like,
Roger.
you know, it's like,
Listen, the mustache is fantastic. They were very
Roger,
wrong.
I quite like your mustache.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I think it would be better to have you up front than those two hussies.
He kind of slows.
I did not enjoy them yesterday.
Slows the acceleration as you guys kind of come to an abrupt stop at the bottom. And he goes, "Well, I appreciate that you have some class." As he kind of like nods his head.
Well, I could talk to the front desk if you want. You know, being a customer here.
No.
and all.
You could always put in a good word for me.
I will.
Thank you.
And,
As he kind of
I
like,
apologize for ringing the bell. I've never stayed at a place like this before. So
well,
my
you're only supposed to
apologies.
ring it once.
I will make due note of that for next time, as I kind of like give him like a courteous like head nosher or a head gesture or like a semi bow.
Yeah, and he kind of nods his head and he kind of goes up for like kind of like a handshake.
I'm gonna give him a handshake.
He kind of like looks at you awkwardly and like looks at his hand and there's nothing there. And he kind of just like,
right. Give me a second, and I'm gonna like pull out like a coin and just hand him another gold.
Jeez. Well, Sirius has the money.
Oh, well, I have my backpack.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so you go
Yeah,
ahead
fine.
and on the floor you open up your backpack
Oh my
with this
God.
insane amount of money, and you see it as Roger here, like his eyes just like opened up, and he's like looking at it as you like pull out like a gold and you hand it to him, and his hands are like shaking, and he's like, "Thank you," as he's like looking like deeply at this money. And
I'm gonna like
he's
snap Roger. Roger,
he kind of looks up at you. Yes,
don't get any ideas now.
of course.
I'd hate to have to-
I'm insulted that you would even think such a thing.
Well, you're drooling.
I have a medical condition.
Called greed.
Well,
Listen,
I've
Roger,
never.
Roger,
As he
listen,
takes,
Roger,
As
listen.
he takes the coin and like is polishing it with like his little like a shirt and kind of like polishing it. Well, and he kind of like stops him. It was a pleasure meeting you all. My name is Roger, and anytime you ever need assistance going up and down
Wait
from
a
the
minute.
presidential suite, I will be here to assist you.
Yeah.
Can I roll a perception?
What do you?
I want like, why is his name Roger?
No,
The
it's
same as
Roger.
the-
It's Roger. Roger.
Ah, but you said Roger.
Oh, I meant Roger. It's definitely Roger.
Oh.
It's not. This is not like a
It's
assassin.
And
Definitely not the assassin.
Roger.
Yeah.
Because the other guy
I'm
is
gonna
like,
walk
this is
out.
Roger. The other guy is Roger. It's spelled like Rodgire. Roger. Anyways,
Well, I'm gonna walk out.
you kind of step out and you guys all kind of step off, and you see as like you're kind of walking off, if you were to glance back, you'd see kind of Roger like rubbing these coins and like, holy crap.
All right.
That was
As,
such
uh,
a that would be like the equivalent of getting like a 50 grand tip in an elevator.
Yeah. All right. As Destin stepped out of the elevator or the lift, he's gonna step out last. He's gonna look to Roger and just say, Roger, just a tip for the future. No matter what people look like, always be nice to them, right? Because if you've been nicer, we probably would have given you double. But just be nice, yeah.
He's like,
I'm
good.
gonna say,
He's like- he's
that's
like-
true.
double. He can't like stops the elevator.
It just
Well,
look at
I-
him, not say, yeah, just listen. I'm not saying to do anything big. Just be nice to people. You know.
Make me a
Always need more kindness in the
communications
world.
check. Make me a communications check.
All right. Who's ready for me to not crit fail on this?
Me.
All right. My communications is a 4. Let's see here. Neat. 3.
Three.
That's
That's
not bad.
not bad.
Nice.
He goes ahead and kind of like looks down at the coin and says, "Well, thank you very much, all. This made an old man's day." As he kind of like just nods
Yeah.
his head.
You have a nice day, Roger, and just be nice. to
Who's
people.
Roger?
Put on a
My name's
smile.
Roger.
Oh yeah, sorry, other guy. Not nice guy. You're much nicer than him. You have a
And he
nice
kinda
day, and just
kinda like twiddles his mustache as he begins like messing with the mechanisms, and you see as like another like you see as like a younger kind of noble looking siren couple hop on board of the elevator, and they're like room level 3 please, and he begins to kind of take them up.
yeah. Destin just gives a wave to him as he heads up, and then follows the rest of the party.
I'm gonna approach the counter and go, is anyone standing there?
Yes, you see the two girls there from yesterday. As you kind of approach, they both kind of begin to cringe, and like they kind of like try to like they look between each other like who's gonna talk to this one.
Seriously,
I need-
move Zutrid back.
Well, so the second you start saying a word, they're like first frightened because remember you couldn't talk last time.
I know. I'm gonna go, who's in charge of your vault thing?
What?
He means the services that you may or may not have to hold people's currency for them.
Oh, we do hold on to valuable assets. As she kind of nods her head.
Yes.
And you see further back in the lobby, there's a separate kind of kiosk or like a separate area that actually has like metal bars from the window, and like there's only one small port where you can push stuff through, like push stuff in and through, and you see kind of multiple kind of security professionals kind of standing there, each of them kind of looking like mercenaries, kind of, but they have like some pretty impressive like armor on and stuff, and they look like they know business. So.
I'm gonna look at the party and I'll say, I'll catch up to you, and I'm gonna look at the ladies. Can I speak to your manager?
Make me a communications check.
They should just allow it. I'm a paying customer here.
Yes, but last time you made quite the ruckus.
I did. Okay, guys.
Oh,
I got a 2.
They look at you. Sorry, the manager's out right now. They'll be back. Sometime later.
When?
I don't know.
I can wait.
Oh well, you're welcome to wait over there. I guess might be days.
Oh, days. I thought this was a fine establishment. And
It
as a paying
is.
customer,
I
thought I have the right to speak to the manager because I want to compliment the person on the elevator.
We can take down any kind of praise you'd like to give any of our staff. as she kind of like
Well-
takes out a piece of paper, and you see there's like a box on the counter that's like, please leave us a review. And there's a box.
Does
that
it
you
look
slip
like it's
into-
been touched in a while?
No, it looks like people do use it and stuff. And you see she slips out like this little like note card thing, and she like puts out an ink pen in a pen and paper, and she kind of like pushes it towards you.
I'm
can just
gonna
write-
like.
You can just write
Does
your
it-
write your.
You should know how to write.
No, not really.
You know how to
Not really.
read, but your writing is gonna be pretty sloppy and bad.
Well, you know which room I'm staying in. When the manager comes back, can you send someone to get us?
You know, the manager could be gone for days. We don't.
Oh, okay. Well, when is your shift over?
She kind of looks around. You know, I don't feel comfortable. It'd be dangerous.
Because
know,
I want to
walking
talk
around.
to the person that takes your next shift.
Well, you can write a comment on the note card here, and that will get to the manager, and we can
But
take that.
The
but
words I want to say are better said in person.
I'm sorry,
You
sir,
know-
but you're holding up the line, and we just don't want any commotions or anything to.
The middle of the morning.
Today.
Isn't it?
So you don't.
there's
want-
there's maybe like one or two people behind you, but not.
I'm gonna
not
look
people.
behind me and go, you guys don't mind until holding on for a second so I can talk to the manager. It's very important, you know, about the cleanliness of the rooms.
You see, as like one of the like noble ladies sitting there, she kind of like, go ahead and make me a communications check. Actually, no, make me a communications check. This is deception.
I got a 1.
You see, as like the people kind of look at you and like they kind of they look at you, they look back at the as you're like turning your head and you're talking to them, the lady behind you, she's like looking at the customers and like she's like mouthing silently, I'm sorry, like she like makes like the crazy symbol by her head and kind of like points to you quickly, but you don't see any of this.
Jessica like pinch his eyebrows and just like say, Uhtred, can we not do this right now, please?
Fine. I'll be back and I'll ask for the manager.
We don't need to do
And
this.
I just want to let you know that this is going to reflect poorly on how I think of your establishment as I walk away and follow Dustin.
Elowen steps forward and quickly writes a review and then drops it in the little container.
What did you write on the review?
I wrote that Roger was, he provided good service.
Okay.
Well, I want to say he should be working up front. I
Okay.
told him I would put a good word in for him.
Well, you can still do that later. I just did that to
But he can't
just
write.
so that we had something.
So you say Roger did a good job. So you put that in there. You guys begin to
Yeah.
kind of walk off. Yeah. So these ladies are standing there, and they're like, these two siren ladies are like, they kind of roll their eyes as they like watch Sirius walk, or not Sirius, Uhtred walk away.
Yeah, Dustin
Um,
just gonna like look at them as he walks away. And she's like, "I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. He's just gonna leave."
You see, they kind of like pull out like fans and begin fanning themselves, like they're just flustered, having to deal with these
Dustin,
crazy
why are you
people.
apologizing for me to those floozies?
They're not floozies. They're just listen. God's sakes, Uhtred, you're being mean to people for no reason. Come on, man.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to speak to the manager. I'm a paying customer here.
Okay, you know what? They were rude, but you don't need to act like that. You know, they're. Listen, come on, man. Can we just go?
Fine. Let's get our mission on with, so I never have to see this place except for to withdraw this money.
All right.
So you guys begin to walk over towards the vault area. You see these two mercenary-looking folk in this kind of deep brown, like robed clothes, almost like in our world, almost like it's like Middle Eastern, and they have like these like beautiful gemmed scimitars on their side, and they kind of like look to you, and you can see that both of these people, they have like beast-like features, as these appear to be beastkin, maybe even Leodelphians. And they kind of like look you up and down with these kind of critical, like almost like piercing cat eyes. Though their features on their face, they're both very pale, and they're both very hairless.
As,
Like they
as
don't even
the
have
subpath-
eyebrows or anything. It's kind of strange,
Yeah.
but they have like these like wrapped headbands on. And as you kind of approach up in between these two, you see the person standing at the desk It appears to be kind of a siren man, probably about the age of Roger. And what's surprising is that he looks identical to Roger.
Is this Bodger?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Destin's gonna look to Uhtred and say, like, just do like a hand sign, like, I got this. And then he's gonna step up with a little bit of mercenary swagger and say, hey there, sir. We're in town recently, found some money. We're looking to buy some arms from you.
He kind of looks
This
at you.
isn't,
This is
Oh,
not for
wait.
you. You look like a complete
Shit,
idiot.
I forgot to
Spending our money.
And you see
redo.
no redo. You're gonna
Oh, come on.
No. So you
I'm gonna walk
this
up to the weapon shop.
No,
No.
Grant, we're in the hotel.
Why are we still in the hotel?
Because we're going to deposit our money.
Okay, then Uhtred can fill this.
Fail. No, I'm joking.
LRP.
So
I'm-
you
I'm
see.
going to walk up.
So yeah,
I'm
let
gonna
him
say-
do it, I guess.
I'm going to say, hello, sir. We heard this is the place where you can kind of hold on to our valuables while we're out and about in the city.
He kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, righto. Jolly good. How much will I be holding, and what's your room number?"
We're in the presidential...
The King's Suite.
The King's Suite. And I have one backpack full of miscellaneous goods.
He kind of like,
An item.
kind of like, "Sir, I mean, if it's just a backpack, I mean, if there's nothing
Fine,
that
I'm going to open it.
He got like his eyes got like open. He's like, "Oh goodness, you know, you should really get a strong box for that or something. That's so dangerous to have on the road."
Why do you
That's
think
a-
I'm putting it here?
Well, here, hand it over.
Also, are you related to that Roger guy that works the elevator?
Oh yes, he's my twin brother.
Ah, well,
My name is
I don't know.
Regior.
Regiar. I don't know who to talk to, but I
Regior.
feel like he needs to be up front. I tried to talk to the manager, but those ladies up front wouldn't let me speak to them.
Oh well, I wouldn't. There's been a lot of craziness around here. I mean, that's been a blood feud for decades. I think better to leave it alone. Besides, Roger he's just a bit too mouthy sometimes, and he talks down to the guests, which he shouldn't do.
That's true. He did talk down to me.
Yes,
So
well,
maybe he deserves to be in the elevator.
well, he is my
Maybe.
kin, but at the same time, I think the two girls up front do an adequate job of turning around. I mean, he can look at you guys. No offense, but some of these noble folk can be quite a handful, and you need somebody once in a while that can kind of stick up for us little folk. It's not fair that we just, as he kind of like is taking your backpack and he's like storing the gems and everything for you and like sorting the coins. It's not fair that we get spoken down to all the time. I'm sure you know it all the time. As he kind of looks, because you look like a commoner.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
So are you staying here with your lord, or he kind of looks behind you? As I'm assuming the rest of you are kind of coming over now.
No, we're kind of just, we're all just staying here. Wouldn't necessarily say we're lords. We're all kind of common folk.
Make me a communications check.
Damn it.
That's lying, because Sirius is a noble.
2.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, it's just it's a little white lie, because the rest of you do look like what's it called? So yeah, you go ahead and you hand over your money. Goes righto. Well, do you know how much money this is? Would you like it sorted by denomination?
Could you sort it and let it be known I know the weight, so... I just know the weight of it. I know it's about 30 pounds.
Righto, we'll have this sorted for you. There will be a small surcharge of 1 gold in order for me to sort this amount, but
That's fine.
righto.
Destin's gonna step forward too, and he's gonna set his pack down and just say, "There's other stuff in here, traveling supplies, but yeah, if you could sort the gold in here as well, I'd appreciate it."
Right on. As he kind of like just takes it and begins like taking it and like processing it, and you see he has all these like bins, these like weave basket bins with different labels on them, and he's gonna begin to kind of like pan these things off to other people that are behind the counter as they begin to like take your stuff out and like sort it and categorize it.
Yeah, Destin's
While
gonna look
this
back
is
to
happening-
yeah,
oh.
Destin's gonna look back to the others first and just like nod to them, step back.
Sirius is gonna step up and he's gonna ask, "Do you happen to have a spare coin pouch?"
Sure. Complimentary. So, as he's gonna reach behind the counter here and pull out what appears to be a simple but well-made leather coin pouch.
Okay. Sirius is gonna basically take that coin pouch, put the 80 gold for traveling in there, and then he's gonna give his regular pouch for storage.
Okay. So wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
So we have like the 80 gold that we said that we'd be traveling with. He's gonna
78
put
now.
that into that.
Because
okay.
no, actually, no.
78.
That's well, you spent one, so it's 79, and then Uhtred, you gave one out of your backpack. But we can say that you top off. We can say top off the pouch.
Yeah, whatever.
Mhm.
So yeah, 80 gold into that pouch, and then I give my pouch with the 5 pound of gold to the sorting and. storage.
Gotcha. Thank you. He kind of takes it, and he looks to Elowin and Finocchio. He looks at your backpacks, which are like buckling under the weight of this dense mass of gold.
Elwin steps forward.
Oh, please, ma'am. Would you like to also put your money in our care?
Yes, please do the same for me.
He kind of
hands
takes
over
it.
to him.
And he's like sorting through it all. Thank you. And he looks to Finocchio. And you, young master.
Yes, give me one moment. And he opens his backpack and he's kind of fishing through the gold to find the mechanical heart. So it takes
on the
a couple
floor,
of seconds.
A couple little pieces spill out, and you just see like people walking through in the lobby are just watching this.
Just give me
people
1
that
second.
the people that are very
Right.
noble don't seem to mind this at all, but some of the workers and stuff kind of need to look at it. And one of these mercenaries that's standing beside you, he like looks down at you and he like reaches down, he picks up the gold coin and he like puts it back in the pouch for you. Like he like, helps you like put it back, like he helps you pick it off the ground.
Oh, that's a nice
Good
guy.
time, sir. Thank you.
You must be more careful.
and
Destin's gonna help him pick up the gold too.
So you
then I take out my mechanical heart and I keep it kind of close to me, close to my chest, and I get the backpack, I put it on the counter. It's like all that should be gold that I would love contributed to the account.
Sure. And then I come in. If you'll give us 5 minutes, we can go ahead and hand you your backpacks back.
Oh, actually, 1 second. Can I see my pack? There's a couple things that I want to take out.
Certainly, sir. And he begins like in the next like 5-10 minutes, he's gonna like just kind of take all the junk out. You guys can have your backpacks if you'd like still,
Groovy died.
but they are empty.
Yeah, I'll like my backpack.
Okay, so he's
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
go
like
ahead.
my backpack.
You guys go ahead, just leave. So I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna take stock of your current backpacks. Get Groovy fixed here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate each of your backpacks on the loot table, and then we will go ahead and Walkmans. Get my music going here. Hey,
Destin, yeah, at some point, Destin's gonna reach into his bag. Once he gets it back, he's just gonna pull out 3 bones of like the vampire feedling they killed. It's just like, yeah, I needed these. Sorry.
So you still have vampire bones from day one?
I still have these. I mean, I haven't found a use for them yet. They're vampire bones. Come on, it's pretty cool.
That's true. They are pretty cool, Destin. I'll give you that.
So, anyways,
All right.
actually,
Also,
we're
we're gonna
not
need that
gonna-
scroll.
Yeah. So we're just gonna leave your backpacks right now. I'm just gonna assume that it's known that this this stuff is in the. There's an amassment of gold at this place, and based on your guys' rolls before, I will go ahead and generate it between this game and next game. How much money that
Heck
was?
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, guys. I'm gonna look at Sirius and go, well, take us to the Sea Forge, sir.
All right.
Okay. So
Yeah, Destin's gonna take his scroll of Noah's picture and the vampire bones, and that's it, and his water skin because needs sippy.
I'm just taking the empty backpack.
okay. 1 second here. So I have the wrong name on this. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to set the time of day here to be kind of gonna say it's like by the time you guys got up, you ate all your food, you guys had your talk, you went down, you sorted your gold. Uhtred had a spat in the elevator at the front desk. By this time, it is
Assholes.
about like 11 o'clock midday.
Those guys are. Those women are a-holes. I just wanted to speak to the manager about Roger.
So
A-holes.
They were a little rude, but no need to be feisty about it.
you guys go
It's-
ahead and you
On the sounds
guys.
of it, they oh, all right.
So you guys go ahead and you guys make your way to the Sea Forge. Actually, I have a little blacksmith shop here that we can role play here at.
Oh.
Usually I like to do theater of the mind, but this area will actually be relatively important, so it's okay if you guys begin to learn about the general area of it. So I'm going to go ahead and place you guys over here. Drag you to the board. Let me drag the players. Oops, wrong one.
Oh, there's music over here.
Ooh.
Wait, is this where we? This where we should? No, this isn't where we shanked those guys in the alley.
No, this is where the new party
Festival.
melded with the OG party.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
This is, but I never really got to use
This
it
is
that much, so I
pre-festival.
actually wanted to use it, yeah. But this is Tent City. This is not Redwall. So, anyways,
I know. Yes, sir.
you guys are making your way through the streets, and it is a glorious day. The springtime truly is coming into full fruition. The smell of the air is kind of the sea kind of rides on it. That kind of smell of salt, and you just see a general like kind of like the right now the city is in a bit of a panicked state. But most people, it's a relatively nice day and they're enjoying it. You do see, kind of as you're walking around, you see kind of less of a guard presence than usual.
Hmm. Well,
Looks
are we
like-
almost there, Sirius?
Yeah, but it looks like because of Dennis, things aren't as lively as they usually are. Particularly with
still
the
clean.
guards.
Well,
Probably still
I'm
clearing
gonna
up the mess
kinda-
from yesterday.
I'm gonna kind of walk up to Sirius. It could be Dennis, or the cult could really have.
Oh, what's this music?
It's
Do you
like
hear
ambient
it?
track.
Could, re-
Interesting.
could
Oh.
really
Hey,
have.
We're getting down with it.
Hey,
Dude,
We do.
we're
What
in
the
a-
hell?
We're in
It's
a,
called- it's
we're in
called
a
Europe.
club now, boys.
What music is this?
Oh,
You know what it did? You know what it did?
Is this
It did no. What it did was it did I hit loop. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. So I hit play loop, and then it repeat. It's a song called Loop apparently. and the rave begins to happen in the middle of the street.
Yeah, boys.
But I lean into Sirius and go, it could be because of Dennis, or it could be that the cult really has their teeth in here. They don't like too much of a guard presence, I'm assuming.
Hmm.
Keep your eyes out.
Well, this is the nicer
Um,
part of town, right?
This is the. He said it was near the
You're
docks.
in the
I'm
docks.
gonna kind of.
Yeah, you're in the docks now.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna narrator. Can I
where's
look
the,
around and see if I see any markings on buildings
Sure.
that
so
would mark the cult?
three. So you look around. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, you don't
All
say
right.
We must drone strike the Hydra.
Yeah, you don't really like.
Uh,
It's just like a docks, and like you see people going about, but there's no like immediate things shouting out like, "We're cultists over here."
Well,
It
they
sounds
said that
like
there
they
were
were-
markings on buildings, so.
Hmm.
Do I perceive any hidden traps? No, I'm just. All I gotta say is, last session I was pretty pleased with myself that it was Sirius that got caught in the trap, not Uhtred.
So,
I
anyways,
really come a long way from the first season, guys.
so
Well, no,
serious.
I avoided the trap.
So serious.
If it
You.
were you.
That's true. You guys would know a serious that the what's it called, the blacksmith shop
Oh.
is actually over here. Ooh,
Oh,
man, I
okay.
went up on the building. It's not up on the building. Don't go up on the building. No, actually, it's
tell me what
over
to do.
hither. So as you guys kind of
Great.
approach over
Oh.
here, actually, if you guys want, you guys can grab that yellow thing there and pull it down a bit so you can see inside. But yep, you guys see over here, you see a blacksmith shop. What would you guys like to do? It's actually it's an open forge over here, so like
Oh,
there are stairs over hither.
I'm going to walk up and kind of wait for the blacksmith to come out and show me his goods.
Wait, where'd everyone
Show
go?
show me what you got.
You guys come up and you see you guys see a what appears to be a very burly siren, probably standing about 5'11", but with like not like your traditional like bodybuilder built, but like built like a strongman, somebody that works with their hands all day long. And you see the raging forges. You see like attached to his forge here that is powering his billow, there's all sorts of pipes and stuff coming into this building that are like running like hydraulics through it. And so you can see like there's a hydraulic press hammer and like it's just moving on its own. You can see like runecraft glowing on it.
I'm gonna go. Hello, good sir.
He kind of like is standing there like smacking on his iron there, and he like looks up and he goes, and he kind of just starts grumbling, and he goes, "Ugh." And then like, this guy walks over and goes, the master says that he's busy right now, but I can service you. How can I help?
I'm looking possibly what weapons you have for sale.
We have everything you could possibly want. As he kind of like goes ahead, and he is going to go ahead and kind of point to a weapon rack in the back.
I'm gonna
weapon
walk there.
rack in the back. Hold on one second.
We can theater the mind of weapon rack. It's
Weapon
okay.
rack in the back. So he points to a weapon
And
rack.
just a catalog.
He points to a weapon rack in the back, but it's like all has like chains over it, and he kind of goes, "What are you in the market for?"
Well, I'm gonna kind of like show him my sword that is from Asher's brother. I go, you know, this has kind of seen better days. Was kind of curious of what you have or what it might cost to get this kind of service.
Certainly,
If you didn't have anything I was interested in.
Well, as he kind of like begins like thumb through it, he looks, "May all of you please back up, though. You're getting way too close. This is you guys are in our personal
my
space."
apologies.
And he kind of like,
apologies.
listen, Elwin, please,
Elwin!
no,
Elwin!
sir, get off the
Hold on.
anvil.
Destin takes out a spray bottle and just starts spraying everyone.
Oh no,
Bad,
he's broken his back.
bad adventurer.
Elwin!
I'm sorry.
Kind of like goes, well,
I'm just looking at the view. It's a nice establishment.
well, thank you, but yes, we can service your weapon needs with whatever you need. Are you all
I'd
here
like a...
purchasing as? Are you a company or a merchant or a mercenary company rather? Will this be one bill?
Yes.
Yes, one bill.
Interesting. Yes, well, we can go ahead and outfit you with armors, weapons, and whatever you need. Here at the Sea Forge, we do our best. Our master, Franklin, he is quite an experienced blacksmith.
Does a question? Does he know anything about runesmithing?
As he like mumbles on his breath. The master says that he knows much of runesmith, though that will cost extra and usually has quite a long order on it. It takes quite a lot of time.
Well,
We could put down an
well,
order if you'd like, though. I mean, we're always willing to do business.
I just wanted to ask. I'm sorry to butt in here, everyone, but Destin's gonna reach his back and he's gonna take out Char, and he's gonna say, "I wanted him to take a look at this, if possible."
Right on, as he kind of like walks over and like holds out his hands.
Destin he visibly hesitates, but then he just sets it in his hands and nods.
He's gonna take it right on as he begins to bring it over, and he sets it down. He says he kind of like talks to the master, who like right now is apparently like, hammering a piece of steel out and like forging it. And he goes, he takes the sword, and he kind of leans it up against the wall here next to the furnace here, and kind of begins to finish up. Like he can't stop right now what he's currently working on.
Yeah.
Okay,
understand.
so
Yeah,
guys, if you'd like, depending on if you just want RP, if you're just here to get better equipment, we can go ahead and just do that.
Yeah, so I guess my question would be, would they be able to work on adversary, or is that still too high tech for them?
You could ask. So let's just deal with this kind of quickly so that you guys can get back to the actual story and stuff.
Yeah.
So, in terms,
well,
so
I would first like to purchase better armor because I think mine got screwed up in the alley.
sure. So you guys can go ahead. You guys can buy brand new armor. The cost of which you guys can see on the Fallen item catalog, which I linked over in player resources. Everything here, it's going to cost the expensive cost. Okay. But everything here will be of tier, because it is expensive. Let me check my tiers over here, make sure I remember the right one. Everything here will be of superior +4. So any weapons, armor, but it's all going to be expensive. Actually, no, I'll say it's going to be. No, this is like the nicest place. So I'll say superior. So it'll be +4. So any weapons you get here will be. Actually, no. So is that fair? Yeah, that's fine. You guys have unlimited money. It makes sense.
All right.
Cool. So you guys go ahead and you guys want to go ahead and so if you want to, anybody, you can take any weapon you have if you want, and like if it's traditional like armor and stuff, you can go ahead, just tell me what you're actually doing. I'll sum it up for you, and just tell me which pieces of armor that basically you want upgraded to +4, and then I'll sum up the value.
Let's see.
Question. Upgrading armor, as the armor increases in its quality, it just increases its durability, right?
Correct.
Gotcha.
And I'll
let's
help
see,
you,
so
Elowen. I'll help you because I know that.
Thank you.
I have leather cuirasses, pauldrons, and then leather cuirasses and greaves, leather Rembrandts, gambeson coat.
Just go ahead and send
How
me.
much?
So what you would do, right? So if you guys remember from your sheet, right? If you're looking at it.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the sheet, the durability. So the only thing that matters in determining the tier of your thing is that durability tier. Okay. So
I'm gonna send it to you.
No. So you guys can actually do it yourselves as long as you just tell me what you spend it on. Just instead of having it be mundane, you can write down. And if you actually go over to the Fallen Rulebook catalog, it's on page 27, and I will link not the catalog, the rulebook rather. And if you look over there, you can see the different tiers. Any armor you want that you buy here will go ahead, and it will be, you can upgrade or buy anything you want at +4.
Yeah. Jack, actually, I want to ask a question. I forget exactly. How do we rework endurance mechanics with armor again? Because I can't find them here.
There aren't any. Like, endurance does not help you with armor. It's just weight.
Oh yeah,
it's just weight.
That now.
It's just weight.
Gotcha.
So
basically, Grant, as long
+4
as you're below 25% of your max weight, you're considered light, so you don't take any penalties.
Gotcha.
So +4. So like, the only thing that I have that's not quality is my leather cuirasses and pauldrons. Those are shoddy. If I wanted those to be upgraded and them to retool all my armor to fine,
Sure.
that would
So
just
here,
be
you know
+4
what I'll do real quick,
visibility,
guys?
right?
Here, watch this. So what I would do, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna help you guys real quick, and we'll just make this really quick. Uhtred. So all you would do, right, is let's say you want your leather cuirass and your leather greaves, right?
I would like to get all my leather stuff up to fine.
Okay, cool. So all you do is you'd paste in all here, and you'd right-click V, and then all those become excellent, right?
How much would that cost? Because I don't want to screw the group up with the money.
That is for you to decide, but it won't be that expensive. So just go ahead and go on the page there. I'm gonna let you guys upgrade that. It's your guys' job to sum it up. It should be very easy to find in the armory section. So leather
it'll
cuirass,
cost
whatever the expensive cost of that is.
Is that BC? Is that bronze coin?
Yep.
Oh,
So it's like
okay.
nothing.
Yeah, we got a lot of those.
Basically, I'm gonna cost so far.
Okay, let me go help you, Ellen.
4, 10,
Ooh, Ellen, you can upgrade your bow.
15. 15 bronze coins, guys.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna help you
Um,
upgrade all of your stuff, Elwin. So I'll do
Now-
here
Thank
is
you.
upgrading all of this.
So I'm at 15 bronze coin right now, guys.
All right.
That's a little crazy.
I know.
So
I'm
just go
upping all
ahead.
my stuff to superior 12 bronze.
Cool. Just make sure. Okay, awesome. Just go ahead and message in player resources. Just say how much money you spend. Elwin, I'm going to calculate
let's
yours
see.
right here.
15 BC,
Thank you.
and then let's see my weapon.
Okay, so wait, so we just subtract the cost of the current equipment from what we want to upgrade to?
No, just go ahead and give it consider the upgrade, like, because retooling would be just as expensive as buying the brand new stuff. It's just going to cost whatever the most expensive version of that
18
thing is.
BC.
Okay.
And none of
sounds
this
good
is
to me.
none of this is
18
magic.
BC.
It is all technically like normal, but it's just very
18
high
BC.
quality.
Gotcha. Well, okay, so Destin has his plate van braces. He just needs plate legs and plate helmet, and then he's good. He's be fully plated, honestly.
33 BC.
Cool.
33 BC.
You already said this, I believe. I just want to make sure that upgrading and buying new equipment, right? No matter what, that'll cost the same amount.
Yeah, because we're not gonna do the little bit of math. Like, you guys have so much money.
Where'd you guys find the fine thing?
It's the little scroll bar. The fine thing is that's on the Fallen Rulebook. Just look up superior
gotcha,
and it'll
gotcha.
pop up.
Gotcha.
Control F is very handy.
24. And we can automatically just up the quality of our armor and our.
Yep.
Jack, question. What style of armor do they have here? Is it Milanese? What?
I'm gonna say it is like because this is like at the height of like technology. Technically, this is some of the nicest like, without getting into like seriously crafted runecraft, which usually he only takes as special orders. This would be considered probably like I think it's called late is it Gothic?
Is it Gothic armor?
Like, it's fluted, right?
Oh, okay, so it's Maximilian armor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Like,
that is.
So this is
sexy.
like because there's technology and stuff. So like they're getting to the point now where they're able to make these really, and I mean, look at the price, right, Grant? Because Grant's armor
Yeah.
is going to be disproportionately the most expensive.
Oh, absolutely.
Where did you find that fine stuff?
Just go to the Fallen Rulebook.
Go to the Fallen
and,
Rulebook. It's
click on-
page 27. If you go to page 27, you can see all the different tiers if that's what you're looking for. So there's armor tiers, and then above that there is weapon tiers. Cool.
This is
So
superior.
could we
Yep,
upgrade
plus
like
4.
to the highest level?
Oh, you know what, Jake? I think no. So and I'll have to show you this at some point, Emma, but basically the way it works is that every piece of armor or item in the game, it can go between -4, which is like broken, to +12, which is like an artifact item. Mundane is +0, so just a default weapon. Yeah, so all it is that basically, and you know what, Jake, I think I pasted here on your armor. I wrote excellent. It actually should be superior, so I'm actually going to paste this over and over here, help you with that. Let me go help Elwin. Yeah, it should be superior, +4.
So what's to stop us from getting like plus 12? Is that just insane?
+12 would be artifact. That's magic. So or runecraft.
Yeah, everything.
So technically, everything
above
here,
level 7.
you can think about everything that you're getting right now could exist in our world. It's like just really high quality armor.
Yeah. But like I think
And
everything. I think we
rare.
said that like everything above +7 had to be magical. Like +7 was the maximum someone could do, just
Yeah.
based on like pure skill.
Yeah, and I think because you can even look at the like. Luckily, when me and Sammy made these, like flawless, mastercraft, and then +8 and above has to be magic. It has to be.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Okay,
If
so
we
Ella-
wanted
I'm having
Go ahead.
a hard time.
to.
Okay.
The armor has rune slots, but runes are available.
There we
if we were interested in-
talk to me when I finish that.
Yeah.
Think of it.
Oh, I'm
think of it like there's a shortage on runes right now. Somebody
I'm
else
trying
can
to-
make the game rules besides me, please.
I'm trying to decide
Actually, I
which
think that
style. I want to
What
try to
page did
decide
you
which
say it
style
was?
of gothic armor I want. There's so many cool ones.
Page 27, Jake, will give you the list of different. Are you looking for the weapon tiers, or they're technically the same?
Is it superior or
It's superior. It's plus 4, level 4. Okay,
And
so
then what does that do on dice roll if we're doing it to weapons?
if it's that's
For upgrading
1d10, 2d8.
Resistance weaknesses.
So it's like a really good sword.
Let's see.
I
Okay.
Oh.
would also like to ask if
Yep.
he has any conduits.
Interesting. He kind of grumbled around. No, sir. We really don't deal with the rune crafts here. We simply or not rune crafts. Fellcraft enhancement devices. If you wanted to do that, I do believe there are the specialty stores that you may be able to go see.
You know any, by chance, any locations off the top of your head?
Not really, but I do know that
2d8.
towards the nicer districts where they sell the more specialty
6.
items. So towards the Striding Seahorse, I know that near those inns and stuff, there are plenty of establishments that sell all sorts of mystical artifacts and whatnot that are not really. I mean, what we sell here is very, very practical for the average man, for soldiers and guards. But to go in order to get that stuff, you'd have to go to those more boutique shops.
Thank you
Okay,
so much.
Elwyn, so your cost is going to be... Okay... Elwyn, you got a katana, the dagger, the
there's-
brigandine.
There's too
Brigandine,
many sets of really cool
Emerson.
armor I can't choose.
their helmets, so...
Narrator.
Yes.
You said that he couldn't really deal with room crafted items as much.
I will say that. Well, we can deal with rune-crafted items. We have the master has his master's mark, and if you'd like, we can add that onto your rune-crafted items to enhance them. But that will cost you some
Do you
money.
not repair? Do you repair broken items?
Yes, of course.
Could you take a look at this and let me know if you could repair this?
He kind of looks at what are you handing him?
Adversary.
He looks at it and he goes, as I said, sir, this is a sword hilt? Where's the sword?
I'm just looking to repair the hilt, that's all.
He kind of looks it up and down, as he's going to take it over to his master. Well, he can certainly look at it. You said it was rune-crafted?
Yes, I believe it is.
What is its function?
It kind of focuses light.
Oh, good. Wait. He kind of looks at you. This is Brightkin. Yes?
Yes.
Kind of looks at it. Oh, certainly not. As he takes it and brings it back to you. We do not deal with anything of Brightkin nature here. As he hands
Okay.
it back to you and he looks at you kind of
I
suspiciously.
understand.
What
I'm
did you
gonna put it
say
back.
what did you say your mercenary group was?
Sword point.
We don't. Sword point, yes.
Kind of looks at you up and
I
down.
thought we decided on Plague Tip.
No, it's sword point.
Okay,
He kind of looks you up and down.
Should have named.
Sword point. Weird name. He kind of like looks you up and down.
Oh, you know, because the point of the sword is always the first forward.
Not necessarily. I mean, if you're swinging with the blade, you could be going with for a
I'm gonna hand up.
well.
I'm gonna put up my hand to Destin and tell him shut up.
So you guys see as you guys bring up.
Excuse me for understanding proper sword mechanics.
So he can upgrade your runecrafted items. Any runecrafted item that you want upgraded to +4, for every level that you increase it, it's gonna cost you 10 gold. Actually, no, not 10 gold. That's a
narrator.
ridiculous amount of money. We'll say for each one, for each level, I'll say 5 gold. That's very reasonable. And he can only bring things up to +4.
Narrator.
Yeah.
Could you double check my sheet and make sure I upgraded the dagger and Spencer's arming sword correctly
Sure.
on the sheet?
Go over here. So one second, let me finish Elowin's. So generally,
Sorry.
I built out of game mechanic rules to actually deal with commerce and stuff. So Elowin, actually, guys, you know what we can go ahead and do? We can go ahead and upgrade your items. Just make a list of the things you upgrade, and please send that to me. And then we can all just deal with this after the game, so we're not wasting our valuable play time together. Okay?
Yeah, that's good.
There might be interesting implications, and if I wanted to upgrade like my family sword, like if I were to just
You
hand
absolutely
that
can.
off for
So he can actually do it in
Improvement
relatively
information.
quick order. So you guys see as so let's say is anybody here trying to get anything that's runecrafted upgraded?
I don't think I have anything runecrafted, so
Well, actually, what level is? I'm saying I gotta look at.
Oh,
Dragon
interesting.
Guard
Yeah,
and see what
serious.
that
I
is.
hadn't thought about that. Do you want to get it upgraded?
I do.
It's up to you, man. You could also just buy a new sword, but it is up to you.
Yeah.
I just feel sentimental about his sword, so you know.
Destin's gonna step forward. He's gonna ask guy like, "Hey, can I just see your selection of plate armors?" He's gonna pat his chest plate and show up his van ready to say, "I'm looking to complete my protective capabilities."
Absolutely.
You know-
So as he kind of like takes you and he shows you like this like arrayment of like armor they have in the back, and there's just like rows of and a lot of the stuff is it's all kind of in this kind of advanced features, but it has like different nothing that would be reduce its functionality, but like kind of finesse in it that kind of like some of them look like there's like certain fish tails on them, or like there'll be like a mermaid like etched into the breastplate or into the gauntlets and whatnot, into the helmet. Like they have like a sort of like almost like water creature themed. Like there's one that kind of looks like it has like what specific piece of armor are you trying to buy?
I put it in player resources, that type of armor, but without the jousting guard.
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna say they
over,
have that, but instead of it being that kind of like that kind of golden color, it has more of this kind of silver inlaid color. And instead of depicting these things here, you see it depicts like sea battle So you're trying to buy a chest? Like what specific parts of armor though? Just everything?
Destin, yeah, he's looking because like Dragon Guard is only the chest piece, right?
No, it's actually, if you look at it, like it's a chest piece. It's technically considered the chest piece and the fold.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's technically your chest armor. So it would count like your shoulder pieces and everything.
All right, Destin's just gonna look at all this and say, I'm mainly looking for something to protect the intricacies. I don't have proper quarters right now to protect my elbows, and I'm looking for a haut piece too. You know, protect the neck and all that, and obviously leg and head armor. So could I buy a piecemeal? Like I don't need all this. My current chest plate's quite good.
Right up. So he goes ahead. He does that. So go ahead, make me Grant, just so you know, like behind the scenes, like we can make those little expenses, but I was considering that a lot of that stuff you already had with Dragon Guard. It's just that like Dragon Guard is the central chest piece. Those other things are around it, but that's part of that piece of armor.
I know. I'm mostly saying that for flavor.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm imagining because like he has mismatched plate van braces and Dragon Guard, so I'm assuming he doesn't have proper.
But
quarters.
are you trying? But
I know.
But what
sorry.
what armor are you actually trying to buy? What new pieces?
The other stuff is just flavor. The actual mechanical stuff he's buying is a plate full helm and plate what are they called? Leg plates. What are they called? Damn it! I'm the guy who knows armor. How do I not know this? Greaves. Yes, pieces and greaves. Yes.
Cool. Awesome.
So that's gonna be holy shit. That's gonna cost a lot.
Cool. You should have enough. You guys have plenty of money. I did that. So anyways.
Okay.
So everyone can go ahead and upgrade their stuff. Honestly, with the amount of money that's gonna be spent, let me look here. I think Emma's, yeah. So I'll calculate out Emma years later. Everyone else just throw down
Okay.
just so you have a reference of what you actually did. But we're not going to deal with this right now because that's going to slow down the play. So, anyways,
Just
Can you,
one more
this is
thing about the
actually-
man catcher. I want to sell this darn damn man catcher.
this guy
I
comes
am
up and
over
goes.
it.
He comes up and he goes, yes, yes, Master Chittenkin. How can I help you?
Hello. I have this man catcher, and he takes it off of his belt or wherever the he has it. I have this man catcher. That is, I mean, it's beautiful, right? I got this from a Brightkin, but I hate it. I don't
It
want
does
it.
seem rather large for you, my lord. We can certainly take that off your hands. Would you just like us to factor into its cost to your party's overall cost?
Yes, that would be great.
Absolutely. So as he
Oh.
takes it, and he's gonna go ahead and like look at it, and yeah, he kind of like is looking. Is this of? He kind of turns around. Of Redwall make? I can see the maker's mark here.
Yes, it is.
And he kind of looks at it. Interesting. And he takes it and he's going to take it into the back. You can see as the blacksmith here, this and his assistant are working on your guys' piece of armor. The blacksmith, he has these various different hammers, and on the heads of them, you can see these different inscriptions on them. And when he like slams them down on certain pieces of armor, you can see like this flash of energy. And he's like taking these different materials from his forge and heating them, and then placing them and basically pounding them into your items. And whereas you would expect a lot of these items to go ahead and like their mass increase, whatever he hammers into them, it kind of goes ahead and it like disperses into the item, and they don't feel any heavier, any weightier than before.
All right.
Before
you go ahead.
before we get out, because does affect the combat roll, I also want to make sure you double check my sheet before we're done here. To make sure I put it correct on the combat roll.
Nope. So
Also-
you're
sorry, go ahead.
for the Spencer's arm?
Yes, I upgraded that too.
Yep, that looks correct.
Okay, just want to
Uh,
double check, make sure I didn't mess it up.
Also,
I
Jack,
am
question.
indeed-
Question, Jack. Can I put my plate vambraces and my plate cuisses and greaves over my gambeson leggings, or are those mutually exclusive?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Jake, yours is actually definitely wrong. 1 second, let me fix this. 1 second, one.
Damn.
Let me make sure here. Hold on, you might be right. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So this should only be 6. This shouldn't be 8. It should be 6
Okay.
here. Because it's jeez, Jake. Man, I mean, you did ask me to check it, but come on, we gotta be careful. That would have made you really powerful.
I know. That's why I was asking you to double check.
Okay, that is more balanced now. That's what yours should
I was
be.
asking you to double check.
I know. Okay, cool. So, interesting. Okay, so there's another question.
My plate cuisses and greaves. Can those go over my gambeson leggings, or are they
Yes.
mutually exclusive?
Of course,
Okay.
this is
Good to
realistic.
know.
Your armor is probably gonna be like 6 or something now, Grant.
Oh, it's gonna be higher than that. These. I
'Cause
have a lot of
you are
them
you are in full plate. So what should
with gambeson underneath.
So yeah, I'm actually curious because this should be the max armor that anybody can have in the game. And are you still
Yes.
below weight?
I'm yet to figure that out. I'm still working on the mechanics of that.
Okay. Well, you got.
I might have to drop some stuff.
Because you are loaded.
Wearing a lot.
But you're still. You'll just have to take a penalty.
Yeah. One minus 1d6 to strength and reflex skills.
Okay,
Does that
so-
affect combat roll or no?
It does.
No, because like it says down here in heavy weight, it says minus 1d6 to combat roll.
I think it
But-
should.
It says
I bel-
skills, not
I
combat roll.
believe that I changed my mind. Actually, because like think about this. Actually, no. I think it affects your physical skills. Anything that
Yeah.
doesn't involve. Yeah, so like I think I had recently been thinking about this actually. I really do feel like if you are like think about it for the average person, if you have a 45-pound weight on your back, your ability to like fight off somebody would be greatly diminished.
Yeah, probably.
Because like you just can't move as fast. You're gonna move clunkier. So like you are trading a bit of agility and finesse for and speed for what's called. So yeah, it would reduce your combat roll. And I'm gonna take another look at the PDF today and make sure that everything is up to date. Cool. Yeah, but please go ahead and check your weight, Grant. Make sure you're below 25% of your max. Cool. Awesome.
Gotcha.
I'm going forward with upgrading my family sword, Swordbreaker.
Okay.
Potentially my bow. I'm not handing the sword to the attendant. I'm going to insist on handing it directly to the smith.
Okay. So, go ahead. So this guy says, can I, and guys, this is gonna, like, this process as you guys are upgrading your armor and gear, this is taking like hours to do. Like you guys are like dawdling around as he's like asking you to take off pieces of armor, and the blacksmith here, he's working on it. The total cost of this is gonna be probably like 30 to 40 gold, like probably like 30 gold, because like Grant's armor alone costs like 10 gold. Yeah, and then in addition to like upgrading items and stuff, we'll worry about the specifics later. But anyways, so you go ahead, you hand him, you don't hand him actually. So what do you say? So this goes, and that's for you, young sir, as he kind of walks up to you, Sirius.
Well, let's see here. He pulls out his Swordbreaker and kind of hands it to him, and then he says, "I also have a heirloom, but I'd rather give that to the smith myself. I hope you understand."
Go ahead and make me a communications check. This will be a level 2.
All right. Oh dear, my desktop is freezing and dying. Okay.
Yep. So he kind of looks at you and he kind of nods. Of course, sir. Of course. I completely understand. Please. And he like lets you like approach the smith, who's like furiously smacking away and like form fitting the armor for Destin. He kind of looks up, and he kind of like grunts at you, and he like walks over. Oh, okay.
Sirius kind of hands him his sword, and he just kind of puts his finger to his mouth if he notices the family markings on it.
He's gonna take it and kind of like look, or just take it and begin working on it. And you see as he kind of like looks it over and is analyzing it, he kind of like looks up at you and like squints his eye, and he goes, he kind of like gestures over to you over here. You mind explain? Like breaks this whole persona. You mind explaining the symbol there?
Well, I think it explains itself.
Kind of looks you up and down. You're Sirius Roseblood. As he kind of looks you up and down, he can like hush tones. Well,
in the flesh, but
what are you doing out of the castle? No one's seen you in weeks, in months, and it's been so long.
I think the castle is a little bit of a dangerous place to be right now, so I'd rather keep my true intentions here and truth that I'm actually here a secret.
Go ahead and make me actually, we'll go off your other one because it was so high. He kind of looks you up and down. Actually, no, make me another communication check. This is a separate thing. Sure. This is going to be a level 3. This is specialized.
Alrighty.
If only you were specialized in communications.
If only.
Are you specialized? Do you roll 8 dice? Oh, okay.
I'm 1 off.
Oh.
If I picked my point in int, I would be. But...
Yeah. He kind of is like, okay.
4.
Yep. He looks you up and down and goes, "Of course, my lord, I'm, I was, a bit perturbed at first, actually, I'll be honest. Your family, we could really, and I don't mean to speak out of turn, my lord, but things have been so strange here lately in the city, and business is slowing down, and there's so many people leaving. I wonder if you couldn't speak to your lord father and stepmother and let them know that these policies on our business, these lockdowns, the increased guard regiments, the beatings, they're not helping our business. And it's not that I don't understand. Of course I'm loyal and all, but you got to understand from a business owner's perspective, it's rather difficult to keep myself afloat with so few customers.
Oh, I take no offense at all. In fact, I quite agree with you.
You mind?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, put a bottom to things, and hopefully change this country for the better.
Kind of nods his head. Well, you'll have my support, Lord. As he kind of like very under like not making it obvious, but kind of like nods his head, almost like a pseudo bow, but would kind of just be seen as a nod to anybody else. I'll forge you right up, and don't let anybody else know that I talk normal. Like, it's just so annoying to have to talk to so many stupid fucking mercenaries all the time. Just kind of like,
Destin's just over there whistling. Like,
always talking about all these fucking pieces of armor and like just getting so complex with it. I mean, it's just armor, for God's sake. Like, it protects you as long as it's good. Don't need to get so fucking prissy about it. I don't know. And he kind of like walks in.
Destin shall commit
I
violence.
trust the blacksmith.
And he kind of like walks over.
Destin will commit violence.
So he goes ahead, and yes, indeed, he does upgrade your sword to +4. All right.
I just realized I can get chainmail under this too.
No,
Oh
you
my
can't.
gosh.
You can't layer it that much,
Oh,
Grant. That's
all right. But yeah, so currently
technically,
I'm at
Grant. Chainmail would be
armor.
part of the like the way I think about it. There's an under layer and an above layer.
Yeah. All right. So wait, so chainmail could go under my armor. So I can replace my
no,
camel
no.
with chainmail.
Technically, chainmail is it's an over layer.
Yeah, I'm not
Because
doing
also
that.
it
That's,
doesn't
like,
make
too much.
sense. Like if you try to wear just chainmail on your skin, that would not really work.
Yeah, well, I mean, you wear an arming ring
Wait,
under it.
that's
As we're
canvassing.
kind of waiting, Utra's
No,
just sitting
not-
on the
not
dock.
necessarily.
Grant,
on the edge
I
here.
literally just made social commentary about talking too much about the armor. Let's stop. Come on, we're trying to play.
Anyway, but yeah, I'm at 6.75 armor.
Okay, so you're at 6 armor.
While we're waiting, because pretty much we're just waiting on Sirius and Destin now. Utra's just gonna be sitting on the ledge here, like basically like kicking his feet off, twiddling his thumbs, just kind of waiting, and maybe checking out his necklace.
So Eloin, you're
Just kind of
probably
like chilling.
you're probably playing with your new bow.
Elwin,
Mhm.
Uhtred, and Funaka starts raising up his hands. He's like, "Come on, come to me, come to me." We haven't really bonded as much. I was a little bit quiet after the events of Dennis because that was a lot. It was really stressful.
That makes
And then
sense.
Dipper
It was a
died,
lot.
which was a little awkward. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
But
I mean, he's
I
not
think we
dead.
should just move on. Well,
I agree.
it's a pretty high probability he's dead, and I think it's best that we assume he's just dead.
Hmm.
But let's not think about Dead Dipper. Let's think about how we're moving on, and I think we should do another icebreaker, especially with Elwin
Okay.
here, because we need to establish a good relationship with all of us if we really want to do the impossible.
I completely agree.
You know,
I agree too.
as you guys are smithing, this guy comes over. You know, if you guys would like, while we're working on your armor, there is a bar right across the street, actually.
Perfect. I could use a drink.
Me
So
too.
I'm here.
And he goes ahead and he
Uh,
just kind of marks. He goes, just follow the path over there and go into the front door.
You guys are going ahead. I need to just check on something real quick.
You got it, dude. And
Okay, so yeah,
Funaka
there's
starts
great. I'm
leading
gonna say
everyone
they're
to the
still
bar.
working on your armor because like yours is by far takes the longest because like they're having to form
Yeah.
fit it.
Yeah, but I know, but that's not what I want to ask. About.
Okay,
I wanna
that's
ask
fine.
about Char.
Cool.
All right, so once they're all gone, Destin's just gonna look over and say, "I'm sorry, but the sword. If it's just gonna look through the blacksmith and say, could you just take one quick look at it? I need to know something. I need to know about it generally."
He kind of just grasps, and he kind of like pulls it over the sword and like begins like after he's still working on like a piece, but he kind of sets it down and grabs the sword and begins analyzing it. Real quickly, Sirius, did you want to go over with the rest of them, or are you staying here? To the bar.
I could go over with the rest of them. I think the RP I want to do with the sword is done.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So he's still working over here. Grant, we're gonna let them kind of work on their thing right now, because their RP was technically before yours, so let them
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
do
go
this
ahead.
first. So you guys
Cool
walk
with it.
over. You guys walk over towards the bar.
I don't.
Actually, no,
character
Grant.
round.
Grant, let's. What'd you say, baby? What?
I said I can't. I don't know where my
Okay,
character
if you ever
went.
get lost,
Disappeared.
you see your icon on the top left. Click on yourself.
Okay.
I think Elwin might be on the roof. Okay.
She's
So
not, she's
actually,
inside.
actually, Grant, let's go ahead and do
I'm
yours
inside.
first. Yeah, you're inside the building over there.
Okay.
I walk
okay,
over
I
and pick
see.
up the table over here in the corner.
Okay. So actually, real quickly here, let's do. Actually, so the guy comes over here to you, just so you can participate in the RP if you want, Grant. But the guy comes over here. The master will analyze your sword, of course, but it may take him some time. It's quite a, as he kind of like looks at your sword, quite a damaged piece. I honestly would recommend you getting rid of it and maybe buying a new one. We have plenty of great swords in the back here.
It's rune crafted. You see, it's not a normal weapon.
The master will analyze it.
I just want to take I just look at the master and just say, it was made by my father, and you seem like you know your things. So I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything about it or him, apparently.
He kind of looks up and down and looks at the sword, and he kind of like nods to his two like guys here to get to work, and they begin kind of working on their own stuff. And he kind of turns to you and he goes, "So, you're a blacksmith's son, huh?"
Yeah, I ain't exactly too skilled myself. I kind of did something stupid and left before I was supposed to, but yeah, that's my dad's blade right there.
He brings it on over here. Yeah, well, it's rune crafted all right. He's kind of like looks up and down. And you can kind of see that like there's these faint lines running through it now because it's been sitting next to the furnace for like an hour or two.
Mm-hmm.
You mind telling me what's so special? What kind of runecrafted effects it has as they begin analyzing it?
I ain't too keen on the specifics, honestly, but well, beforehand it was a normal sword. At least it looked like it. But during a particularly tough fight, it broke. But it didn't actually break. He just like gestured the sword. That happened. It caught on fire, and I've never wielded something like it. It felt like it was mine. It felt like I was part of the sword. And after that, analyzing it. After the fight, it faded a bit, but whenever I put it near fire or put it in fire, even it seems to absorb it and get stronger.
He kind of looks it up and down. He picks it up and he's gonna take it over to the fire and just jam it in. And he kind of just he's gonna go ahead and turn over here and he's gonna like turn up this billowing device as it begins to like steadily increase the fire, and he's gonna get a shovel and begin piling in charcoal in there, and he like kind of like just begins to like burn, like try to like heat it as much as possible. And whatever furnace, Grant, you've been using, like even like the bonfire you've been before, is not nearly as hot as he can get it right here. Yeah. And he is just like smoking this thing, and you see as the sword begins to just glow red, and these like cracks in the blade that had kind of sealed up begin to kind of ripple through the blade. And he just is like cranking this thing as hard as he can, and he's gonna go ahead and at its max heat he's gonna like look at it and he's gonna go, "Is it safe to touch when it's this hot?" The handle, that is.
Dustin tried to touch it before and it burned him, right?
When you touch the blade, but the handle is usually safe.
Yeah, Justin nods. Just be a little tender with it, but
he kind of like has a blacksmith cutlass, and he comes down and he picks up the sword, and you see as this blade is just red hot forged, and you can see all these cracks in it, and that kind of trace out all the damage that was before. You can see the underlying thing, and he's gonna set it down here on the what's it called here, on the anvil, and he's gonna look at it, and he's gonna walk over to his thing and pull out what appears to be like a magnifying glass, begins inspecting it. Well, you said your father made this?
Yeah. Does Char have a maker's mark on it?
It doesn't. It does on the handle, but not on the blade itself.
Yeah.
So he kind of looks it up and down, and he looks at the handle and goes, "Well, you got a maker's mark here," and he's kind of looking at it. "Oh, you're Schaefer's son, huh?"
You know him. You know my dad.
"Geez, kid, everybody knows your dad in our community." Kind of like looks up and down. "You don't know much about your pa, do you?" He kind of like looks you up and down. "You sure he's your pa?" As he kind of looks you up and down. "I hate to break it to you, but
I know it.
You're not a mudblood."
I know. I didn't figure it out for a while, stupidly, but yeah, it kind of the inside incident of me packing up and leaving home. He's not my real father. I'm damn certain of that. But he is my father.
Well,
You know.
your pa here, he was something of a hero back in the day. About I don't know, probably 30 years ago.
Really?
He used to run with a gang of adventurers around these parts. Actually, they did some pretty famous stuff. I'm sure you've heard about the War of Red.
Of course. Who hasn't? He was in that?
Yeah, I mean if I remember him, what was his name? I forget. Some started with a D. Him, Flint, Laughing Storm, and another lady.
Wait,
Jeez,
the one
Royce. Royce, yeah. They blockaded the fucking Irish Sea. Remember? Actually, you might be too young for that.
I remember the incident, but he never told me that he did it. Wait.
Well, he didn't do it. I mean, he was a part of it. Your dad was your dad was a hunter. You know that, right? For the Brotherhood of Silver. He hunted monsters. Now, when the Dawn Empire, they, well, you know the whole deal with kind of looks at you as your eyes glazing over. You youngins got to learn your history. He kind of like sets his like hammer down. So about I don't know 30 years ago, before you were even born, Lady Veronica, rest her soul, she and her brother Maxwell, they were in the Dawn Empire doing something, I don't know, peace treaty, whatever, and Maxwell, that dumbass, he was a heretic, and he worshipped the moon presence, and I mean, like, look, there's a lot of folks around here that don't worship them brats, that worship the moon presence, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's quite stupid to go to Crossroads, to their capital, and flaunt it publicly. It's heresy. And they burned him at the stake for it. And they detained Veronica. And there was going to be a gigantic civil war over it. Net, as he kind of like is like picking up your sword. Your dad, but mainly Captain Flint, the Laughing Storm, he blockaded the Irish Sea, and him and Redwall basically they stopped all trade out of the Dawn Empire for 2-ish years, and luckily they came to that peace agreement where, you know, not that that's worked, as he kind of rolls his eyes, but they promised that their next born heirs would marry. And it was supposed to be Veronica and somebody in the Dawn Empire, but she ended up marrying Flint, and then there was another big political drama, but that's where Vexelia Reddington, she was supposed to marry, you know, Luck Lightbringer, and that was supposed to be another piece, but now they're both missing, and now we got a war on our hands, so I don't know what it is with these fucking nobles and not being able to keep it in their pants and just running off. I don't know. It's not really in my business.
I don't understand either. But question: the name of the guy you said that you couldn't remember, the name, the one with the name that started with D, was his name Destin?
He kind of looks, might have been.
Destin just like paused for a moment and nods.
Who'd your pa name you after?
I don't know. He never told me. My name is Destin.
That seems familiar.
Just kind of rubs his brow a little bit and just nods.
You might want to go talk to somebody that knows a little bit more history. You got to be honest with you. I'm just a blacksmith, and I make swords that kill people good, and I don't complicate things beyond that.
Destin's gonna nod and he's gonna pause. He's gonna look. He just told me he was part of the Red Legion. Didn't tell me he was the hat. Shit.
Yeah, he was a hunter. I mean, I'm pretty sure he used to wield a great sword, not too much unlike this one. Heck, if I remember, he could, oh, crazy, just tall tales, you know.
Well, tell him to me. Come on, if you got time.
There was one guy said that he used to, like, ride his sword like a surfboard.
You're kidding.
Yeah, that's probably a myth, but
That sounds stupid. But, this is gonna nod. What's your name? We never caught your name.
the name's Test.
Test. Well,
Yeah,
that's
I
gonna
know.
reach
I
his
don't
hand out.
like the name either, but it's better than my full name.
Yeah, I won't ask that. This is gonna reach
My
his hand
mama
out
really
for a shake.
hated me.
That's just gonna reach his hand out for a shake and say, "My name's Destin Schaefer, and thank you, Test. It's been a pleasure."
He kind of shakes your hand. Well, yeah, if you ever need any foraging, just my one requirement is you don't tell anybody that I talk to you. I prefer it not to have to talk to people and just make these two bozos over here talk to everybody.
Yeah,
These are my
nobles
boys.
talk too much. Two nobles and shit talk too much, right?
Yeah, well, you traveling with those guys over there, right? The ones that came in with you?
That I am, sir.
You aware of your compatriot, I'm assuming?
Yeah, he's a roseblood. I know.
Well, take
It's,
good care of him. The last thing we need is another Roseblood getting assassinated or anything.
It's been a
Those
couple of those, huh?
Well, their whole lot, maybe some extended family. I mean, a lot of people die every day. It's just the way it is. And their lineage, there's other ones, but that main group, more that they're worried that, I mean, there was his paw got blown up, and apparently he's still kicking around inside the castle, but nobody's seen him in a year and a half since he's gotten back from Redwall.
Right.
And then his uncle, he's dead too, but he died a long time ago. And then for a while there, people were suspecting that, Sirius Roseblood was dead because we'd seen him for 2 years after the terrorist attack, and
just we're trying to do some things. Don't tell anyone about him, all right? I know
no,
it's a big secret
of course
too,
not.
but-
I don't want to mess with the inner workings of the government.
Yeah, don't want to get involved with that shit. Honestly, I ain't got no shit how I got involved with it. They just hired me. Now this, so
Well,
yeah, I won't take up any more of your time. He just reaches forward and takes up Char and just looks at it.
I would say though, just looking at your sword there, I don't know if your dad made that either. I mean, I can tell that he fitted a new handle on it, but there's no maker's mark on it, and I don't know. I haven't quite seen I've seen other flame tongued. It's that would be the classification of runecraft on it. It's called flame tongued, but I don't know. Yours is interesting. I've never seen one improve with heat. You might want to let me hold on to that and like forge it in the fire here for a bit longer if you said that it would help it, but
Destin just he runs his hand over the blade where it's starting to reform almost like seal up. And even it's that short time, and he just nods to it and just says, "Yeah, here." He's gonna hand it back to him. Thank you for this. The sword means a lot to me.
I'm sure it does as he kind of takes it. Just come back in probably about, 30, 40 minutes, and we'll have probably the rest of this stuff done for you and your compatriots, and you can get out of our hair.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. You take care now. And
Yep.
thank you for all the.
Just leave, man. Come on. We don't say thanks for everything.
I know.
Get the fuck out of here.
Sentimental.
I gotta work.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Jack,
So you
what,
walk-
are the names? What are the names of all of my all the people who work for my dad? I forgot. I'm trying to mark this down, but it's too quick.
So your dad apparently. So your dad was a hunter in the Brotherhood of Silver. Okay.
Yep.
There's somebody named D. With a D as their
Okay.
first name. There was Flint, so the Laughing Storm. That's Lord Roseblood.
Yeah.
And then there was somebody named Royce.
Royce. All right.
Apparently,
so
this was
little
like a
boy-
group of adventurers that used to run together, and they were like a group of heroes in Redwall that were well known.
Yeah. Destin's just gonna nod to them all and just gonna start walking back. He's gonna think. I gotta ask Sirius about see if there's some grand library around here. I gotta learn more.
Okay,
And
so
then
you
he's gonna head over to the bar.
So with that being said, you guys have been inside the bar, and so you guys went ahead and walked in. And as you kind of come in, you see as like the there's this kind of like plump siren bartender, and she has like these like there you see all this food. There's almost like a buffet up by the counter, and there's like calamari and fish and all kinds of wonderful seafood fresh from the docks, because that's where they bring in the food. She goes ahead and goes, please take a seat. Will there be, and she kind of like brings you, she kind of like shows you over to your table, and she goes ahead, would anybody like anything to drink?
I would, ma'am. Can I just get a ale?
Yes, sir. And she kind of like, how about for you, miss, as she turns to Elwyn?
The same.
All right, and for you, as she turns to Sirius?
The seafarer's drink.
So be it. And as for you, Master Chittenkin?
Just a thing of water, please.
She kind of nods her head. I'll be right back with that. And she kind of, and if you'd like to help yourself to any food, please help yourself. It is a buffet. And we can deal with the. It will be one check.
Yes.
She kind of turns, all right, as she kind of walks off, and she's gonna like glance, and she's like scanning all of your faces, just kind of trying to see, like kind of trying to get assessed, like just kind of looking at you and just kind of trying to understand who you are. And she's gonna go ahead and go fetch your drinks and bring them back to you guys. And you guys sit there by the nice warm hearth of the fire. You guys look around this room, and it's just kind of this warm inn. You guys see plenty of sailors and stuff in here. Who have been working like a long day's work. This guy here at the table here, he's like passed out on the table here, just drinking his wages. So yeah, you guys sit down. I think you guys were trying to talk or something. Do icebreaker.
So,
Hi guys.
Pinocchio, what was this icebreaker?
So first, I don't know if we've actually done an official introduction with all of ourselves and Elwyn here, or at least I haven't. And so, hi. I am Finocchio. I am from Chorus, civilization that's dominated by Kiki. I was an emissary, but terrorist attack happened as we're apart.
Yeah, I guess we should explain real quick. Finocchio, would you mind like describing how you look?
Yeah, so I am a Chittenkin. It's kind of a blend between he's very insectoid in nature. He doesn't look completely like his token. He does.
It's
have
more
kind of
human-like,
more of
yeah.
Or much more human.
The robot token was the best.
But my colors as well. Between the kind of the plates of my skin, there are these bright teal lines that kind of dictate him being a royal Kiki. Their Kikis don't have that, which means they aren't a part of royalty. But other than that, he's pretty dull and gray. I don't know how much you would know of Kiki, their whole life cycle, so I will get into that, but he's pretty dull, he's pretty gray, other than these bright teal lines. He has this big cloak on, and that has, it's purple and teal, and it has these kind of symbols in Kickish, right? That's the language? Yeah, Kickish. Adorn on it, right?
Cool.
He's a bit taller. He's about 5'11". He's kind of slim. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a good go for physical attributes.
Cool. Elwyn, would you mind describing yourself real quick?
Sure. So, should I go into like all the details?
Yeah, just talk about like your hair color, your height, like. I mean, you look a lot like Vexelia, so that kind of talks a lot.
Finocchio is also bald.
Yeah, Finocchio is bald.
Oh, hell yeah. Disgusting.
Okay, so Elwyn is 18 years old. So one of the older...
so hold on. You don't have to like no. So you can say like you don't have to say your exact age unless this is you talking in person. But it's more of like what you would see at a glance, like a book's description. Like she looks like a young adult. She has like red hair, stuff like that. You don't have to be like she's 18-year-old and she's exactly 5'11", and you can be like you know what I mean. Like you don't have to overly specify.
Okay.
Unless one of the characters has like a ruler, then you could say 5'11".
Well, she is average height. She's slender. She's got curly red hair. She,
She's vampire.
yeah,
So
she's a vampire.
She's got canines. She has like pointy ears. What color were your eyes again?
Well, they were like a bluish green, but don't they have like a reddish hue too? Isn't that
So,
one of the
no, no,
characteristics of a vampire?
No, actually, so it's just that they have like all vampires have like a slight glow to their eyes. It's very it's very
Ah,
it's very
okay.
glow. It's very light though.
I see. But yeah,
Cool.
I'm trying to look here.
no,
Sorry.
That's good. That's good. That's plenty. And then Uhtred, would you like to describe what you look like?
Yes. So Uhtred is going to do the formal introduction after Fenacrio, and I go, "Thank you, Fenacrio." And I'm gonna go, well, I'm gonna look at Elwyn and go, not that I really need to introduce myself, but I'm Uhtred Storm from Crossroads. And then as he's kind of doing that awkward, he's going to take a sip of his drink, as you kind of know who he is. He is about average build, average height. He's a little slender, but more tone, and he has like dirty blondish hair. At first glance, you would assume he was a mudblood. He looks like he grew up, on the streets. As you can tell, he doesn't have the best of manners. But yeah, that's kind of him. And now he's in like some decked out clothes that he got swindled for.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Serious?
All right. Did Sirius actually ever tell? I don't remember the people in the forge area or whatever, or the spellcraft place, like his true identity, or did he just say Gwaleth and then we just kind of dropped the act for?
He looked at the maker's mark on it and realized that this sword. Because I mean, remember your dad's.
Oh no! Sorry. I'm talking about before when we were plotting to take over Dennis.
Oh
no!
So Elwyn.
Yeah, I don't think Elwyn knows that you're Sirius Roseblood.
She does not.
I guess we've been kind of referencing that I've been kind of a noble and things.
Yeah.
So Sirius just kind of looks at Elwyn for a second, and he just kind of cracks a smile, and he says, "Well, I don't really need an introduction since I'm Gweleth Height, of course." But of course, he kind of looks at her a little bit more, so she kind of tells that like that's probably
Sarcasm.
a lie. He looks kind of like a
Yeah, it kind of clicks in
very
your.
notable.
It clicks in your head for a second, Elwyn, where you're like, wait a second, like, because you were trying to remember who this guy was before, and you realize, like, because I mean, there's different banners around the town, like showing the noble family and like different depictions of them. You realize pretty quickly, like, oh, this is Sirius Roseblood, like, and just knowing the general, like you know who your president is, like in the same way you would know who the lord and lady of this region are. So you know that Sirius is gonna inherit the Roseblood title. Like he's gonna rule rule the city of Tent City and a bit of the surrounding region. He's a high-ranking lord.
But just kind of looking at his appearance, he has sort of silvered hair, blue skin with sort of like darker blue, like more royal markings on his face. Standard sort of siren build. Sort of more nimble, and sort of underneath like his sort of traveling clothes, you can sort of see hints of like royal blue, which you kind of assume to be like a cloak with adorned with like his family crest, but he's keeping that hidden at the moment.
Yep. Cool. As you guys are kind of there, the lady's gonna come back over with the drinks, and she's gonna sit down. And she goes, "Here are all your drinks, and I was going to ask, you were all over here introducing yourself. May I suggest, what the fuck's with that?"
It's none of your
And we're
business.
gonna be like, with what?
Oh, you don't. What's the fuck with that? You know, the game.
I'm sorry.
No. Can you enlighten me?
I was just trying to. I don't mean to impose. I just saw you all over here introducing yourselves, and I'm assuming you're trying to get to know each other. So she kind of like sits down, what the fuck was that? It's a simple game. The rules are, and I am willing to take more orders. That she kind of laughs. All you have to do is you all we have dice up front. I'll grab them for you. You all roll dice. Whoever rolls the lowest gets to be asked a question by the one that asked the highest, and you have to phrase the question like, "Oh, you always wear that weird, evil-looking armor. What's the fuck is with that?" And you get to ask that person any question. They have to answer it truthfully. If they don't, they have to drink their entire glass and get another one.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I like
Sounds
that.
like it. Bring the dice over.
She kind of nods her head. Awesome. As she kind of walks over here and grabs them. Oh, and you will be needing a drink for this, as she points to Funakro.
Oh, yes. Then I will just take I'll take an ale.
So be it. As
Brings
she kind of
over a
walks.
giant D20 the size of the
I
table.
want to be embraced with your culture, Sirius. I'll take a seafarer's drink.
At this, Destin,
Alright.
you walk in and you join them at the table.
Aloha. How y'all doing?
Oh,
As she kind of comes back
Pretty
over
good
with
when
a
that
drink,
gets
and
smashed.
she brings the dice over.
We haven't gotten the dice yet. Okay, cool.
She brings the
Just gives
dice.
her a nod and says,
No.
"Nice
So
to
yeah,
meet you,
you guys can all go ahead. So, Sirius, was that your first roll? Was the 9 or the 9 something else?
oh no, I was representing her bringing over a giant D20 the size of a
Oh, I
beanbag
see.
there.
So you roll do this. Nobody roll yet, so I'll go ahead and what the fuck is with that? Roll 1. Okay. So go ahead. You guys can roll your d20s. So whoever rolls the highest, you get to ask the question, and whoever asks the lowest, so the highest person gets to ask a question, and you have to answer truthfully. You don't have to incriminate anybody, but you have to answer truthfully.
Okay, how do I bring up my dice again?
Hit space.
Space bar.
Disappeared.
Looks like
Okay.
someone's asking me a question. I got a 3.
got 19.
19. Okay. Ellen, you can roll.
Uh,
Oh,
no!
Oh,
Spill your
no.
thunder, Jake. I believe the only one who hasn't rolled yet is who is it?
Everyone rolled.
Oh, that's right. Okay, cool.
Yeah, everyone rolled.
So,
Yep.
Destin gets to ask Elwin a question.
Apparently so.
What do you want to ask?
Looks like I'm chewing a nut.
Okay.
and you have to ask questions. Say, so what's what the fuck is with that?
Yeah, like Destin pops up at the table and he's like looking around. He's like, oh shit. So that's what we're doing. Oh, okay. Elwin. Why do you use a bow? What the fuck is with that?
Oh, I started learning archery at a really young age. I was actually taught by, who was it?
Who's your uncle?
Yes, by my uncle Flint.
Oh.
And so ever since then, I really like the bow.
So it's kind of a
the
sentimental
Laughing
thing for you.
Storm.
Exactly. Yep.
All right. Okay. Who's next now?
Roll again.
Roll again.
Roll again. Okay.
Here,
shit.
I'm gonna say. Let me say 2. All right, here. Yeah, just go ahead.
I got
Just
an
separate.
20. Shit.
Dang, you're asking
I
me
got a
what?
9.
Oh, wow.
Oh man, high rolls. 9.
Yes, I'm gonna ask him the question.
17. So Uhtred. So you can ask any question you want to Uhtred.
All right, Uhtred, you killing all your friends. What's up with that? I'm joking. Oh, no. Okay. Let me think. Shit. I didn't prepare a second question. Uhtred, your time in the Crimson
The Red Legion.
Red Legion, yeah. You still wore all the armor everywhere. Did you was that just sentimental, or what the fuck is up with that?
Well, I'm still in the Red Legion. Before we left, I was close with Flint and Lady Redguard and Vex.
It's
Yeah, we were-
Reddington. It's Reddington.
Taxed. Lady Reddington. And we were tasked with protecting Vex. So I still wore it until it became no longer prudent to wear it.
So just wore it for practicality.
Well, it was my uniform.
Yeah, fair. All right.
So
Shit, I guess we roll again.
Go ahead and roll.
oh my gosh.
Got 12.
Fanakra is going to get asked a question by Elowin.
Hey.
Golly gee.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Why are you a bug?
A little offensive, Destin. I'm not gonna lie.
So yeah, when did you get involved with this group? Has
What
it
the
been
fuck's with
recent?
that?
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that?
Well, I originally left Chorus as an emissary to go to the Festival of Light.
Mm.
Festival of
Yes, that was
Sacrifice.
what it was called.
Festival of
Yeah,
Sacrifice.
Festival of Light.
Sacrifice.
Festival of Sacrifice. And then I met Karma, who has left back to Leodelphia, and then Dipper. That's when I met Dipper. We were on the road. We traveled through seas, and then we came to the Festival of Sacrifice, where we met the group. I can't remember that one. When did we meet, guys?
Well, I believe we met at the castle.
Yes, we were all going to the castle. I was extending thanks to Lady Vex, for allowing the Ken to come. Then a terrorist attack happened, and we just guess it was kind of a trauma bond. You know, I decided to stick with these guys because, I mean, other things happened. Like I got into a whole big fight with Nat, who was also from Chorus, and then a whole big thing happened, and I was crying, and she was crying, and then that's a little too much. But I just wanted to say that I am so glad to be here, and that was a fantastic question.
I'm gonna put my hand on Fanakra's shoulder and go, well, we're glad you're here too, bud. As I take a drink.
Rollies.
Glass of cheers.
Rollies.
Down his drink.
8, 11,
9.
6, 3.
9, 11.
Sirius got 3.
All right. So Jake, you don't need to retype your thing afterwards. It's
I
all
was just
good.
making it easier for you.
So, the question is going to be asked to Sirius by Fanakrio.
By
Here.
Bugman.
Oh, serious. So the seafarers drink. What the fuck was it with the bat?
Oh. Well, you see, there's a very, very rare type of grain that only grows south here in Redwall. That grows with the seaweed, so it's got a little bit of a salty taste to it, which doesn't really sound that great, but you'd be surprised. So the bitter aspects of the sea breeze kind of get infused into it. It's actually quite refreshing.
Thank you so much. I learned so much about where you're from, what you love.
Okay,
You didn't ask me.
You kind of ham it.
You got to say the
Kind of ham
question.
it up, dude.
We got to make sure we say the what the fuck is that though. That's part of the rules.
Another roll.
Another roll, rollies.
Rolling.
14. Nice.
Apparently mine didn't work. What the hell?
13.
13.
13,
Hey.
6.
Yes.
Serious. Okay, Uchi, you get to ask
No.
Sirius a question.
Oh, yes.
Oh, where's
Uhtred.
Karma?
Why do you have daddy
Uhtred's-
problems?
Uhtred's going
Yes.
to look at Sirius. He's going to take a drink of his drink. Goes, so, over the winter, you know, when Luck was still with us and we were traveling, I saw in your book, it was page and page of my name is Sirius Roseblood, blah blah blah. What the fuck's up with that?
As like the entire table kind of goes silent.
Sirius just kind of winces at that.
As I take a drink and I'm really intently waiting for his answer. A little bit upset.
Sirius just kind of looks around a little bit, and he's like, "Well, I can never forget who I am."
I mean, that's not really an answer. I mean, Destin, would you ever forget who you are?
Not necessarily. I mean, if I'm being honest, it's gotten a little blurred nowadays, but
Finocchio, you would never forget who you are, right?
Yeah, you shouldn't have to write in a book your name just to remember who you are. It's a little sketchy.
Sirius just kind of turns away from the table and just takes a sip, not really saying anything. I've grown tired of
I feel
this.
like after. You sound like from Toy Story. I'm tired of playing with you. Is that really what
You
you're gonna
can
give me
visibly
after-
tell that Sirius is displeased with the question.
Does Sirius finish his drink per the rules of the game?
Yeah.
Okay, so you finish your drink.
all right, rolling again, I guess.
Roll him again.
hopefully no more
and the
serious-
lady's gonna
Ah,
come
damn
back.
it.
The lady's gonna come back over, and she's gonna bring you a fresh drink, Sirius.
Oof, I got a 4. No.
So
I was hoping Sirius
Destin,
would get the highest roll
Destin,
because I want him to ask me a rude question next.
Destin is
Oh.
asking Uhtred a question.
Wait, what? No, let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. All right. Well, we've already done this one. I'm gonna pass it to. I'm gonna still drink, but I'm gonna pass the question to Elwyn because I'm feeling a little bit like I've been asking too many.
Okay, Elwyn, you get to ask a question to
Destin
Uhtred.
drink.
Uhtred. Ugh, this is gonna be bad.
Well, I heard Destin crack a joke earlier about you killing all your friends. What the fuck is up with that?
Actually, so Emma, you would know. Actually, I'll let him explain because maybe you're just trying to let everybody else know because you already know about Bioka and Finna, but I'll let Uhtred describe. Because I don't think
I'm gonna kinda
everyone
like-
has heard all this yet entirely.
No one has. I'm gonna sharply look at Elwyn and go, something I'm guessing you also understand. But I didn't kill Finnan and Bioka. The only person I would count as a friend that I've killed was Helena. She also followed down a similar path as people from my former life. She got wrapped up in with a bad crowd and violated some ancient laws, and when it came down to it, it was either us or her. And I chose to protect us. So I drove my dagger through her heart. As I take a drink. But Finnan killed himself, and Bioka is still alive.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Next question.
As is rules of the game.
Mm-hmm.
13.
I got another 20. Jeez, what the hell is going on? I've rolled like
Ooh.
3 20s.
You can pass it down. Well, actually, so you can ask Finocchio a question, or Elwyn can ask Finocchio a question, or Sirius can ask, but you can pass it down, or maybe Uhtred ask Finocchio a question. But if you don't you can pass it down to the person below you if you want.
I'm gonna. Shit. Why do I keep getting. Doesn't just look at his dice and just look at it really closely? Is this thing rigged? Alright. Uhtred, trade dice with me.
Okay.
You trade
I
dice.
used to, can I feel it? Does it feel similar to the weighted dice that the guard had when he swindled me out of the dagger again?
You wouldn't be able to tell. You need to do a bunch of rolls and do some, but you can't really
So-
tell.
Who am I asking? Am I asking Finocchio?
Yes.
Well, it would be Elwyn
Yeah,
because
it'd be
Elwyn
Elwyn.
is
So-
under Destin.
Yep, Elwyn, you get to
Cool.
ask Finocchio
So-
a question if you want, or
Yep.
you can pass it down.
I'll pass it down. I don't really have questions.
Okay,
Oh,
Yeah.
So do I ask Finocchio now?
you can if you'd like.
When you and who was that other bug lady you were with? What was her name?
That's-
Yeah, when you guys were fighting and she said something about how I can't remember how she put it, but how you weren't supposed to, like, you were bad or something. What the fuck was up with that?
Finocchio takes a drink.
He chugged the entire thing.
I'm gonna look at the group and go, this isn't fun if I'm the only one that answers hard questions.
Funako starts like kind of choking on the drink. He doesn't like this salty seaweed.
So
He doesn't like
I guess
seafood.
we roll
He's not a
again.
big fan of it.
Mhm.
Destin's like had like 4 cups of booze at this point, and just like,
Eight,
Uhtred, is this stuff safe? I don't
two.
feel
Who
good.
rolled a
Oh,
D2? Who rolled a D6?
My bad.
I got an 18. This thing's rigged. This is a rigged dice. Okay.
Okay, so somebody's asking Uhtred. So Destin, you were asking Uhtred a question.
Shit. Okay. I'm sorry. This is a lot of alcohol. Really fast. For Nocrio, you ask Uhtred something. He's gonna like drink more. This is. I'm not enjoying this.
Maybe you should have some water. I've heard that's good.
Yeah.
So real
Can I have
quickly,
some water over here?
I want to know this. So Dustin, you've had how many at this point?
I think I've had 5.
Okay. How many have you had Sirius?
Like
Wha-
one and a bit. Probably.
You're one in a bit. Fanakar, you've had one in a bit at this point, right?
It's one. I didn't take a sip. I just had that one chug, and then that's it.
No,
Yeah, I
you
keep-
you finished the entire drink,
Yes, I
Yeah.
had one.
and she's
I
gonna
kept
bring you
rolling
over
really
a fresh
high.
one because she's making money off this.
Can I please get some water?
And then I guess Elowen and Uhtred are still working on their first ones. Yeah, she goes. You said you wanted more ale, and she brings you another ale. This.
Water.
I'll get you that too. I'll get you that too. And she goes back.
Destin just like puts his face on the counter. I don't feel good.
Okay.
I'm not much of a drinker.
Sorry, Destin. I need to ask Uhtred a question. You're kind of bringing down the vibes a bit. Hi, Uhtred.
Alright.
What? How do you like your eggs?
Scrambled.
That's good. Good one. Oh, what the fuck is with that? Eggs. What the fuck is with that?
I don't know. Scrambled?
Personal preference.
Good. God, this is so much fun, guys.
Can everybody go ahead and make me a perception check?
Yes.
Yes, let's see here.
My roll.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Jeez Louise.
Okay.
I'm gonna subtract 2 dice because Destin's drunk.
Yep.
Level 2.
I got a 1.
I'm
Did-
perception
Shout out,
boy.
Did anybody get a 3 or above?
I did.
Is there any benefit in me spending a destiny point to see this as well?
That is for you to decide if you want to.
I mean, we're coming up to the end of the session. Yeah, I'll spend a destiny point to get
Okay.
it.
You see the two of you out of the corner of your eyes. You guys see what appears to be a man walk into the bar. He's kind of got this like kind of traveler's cloak on, this dark cloak with kind of a hood, and he's gonna look around. He's gonna walk up to the bartender here. She's gonna come over. She's gonna slide him something across the counter, and he's going to look at it and begin walking upstairs. And just by the way he walks, just something about him seems suspicious.
Hmm.
And he's gonna
Does he remind us any of Rogier?
He's about. I mean, he wouldn't be like. He's not the same height. Because Roger was kind of like shortish. This guy was kind of a little bit shortish.
Okay, so probably not the same person.
Does he remind me of maybe a cult member?
It does not. Maybe not a cult member, but just something seems off. Would be your gut, like just something in the back of your mind as you guys are sitting here. Like, who walks into a bar and gets slipped a note, all suspicious like by the bartender?
I'm going to kind of look at the group and go, I think this game's over. We should pay for our tab and go get our equipment.
Oh, it's my bad idea. Can someone purge the alcohol from my system?
Stick your finger down your throat.
Oh, is there a bathroom
I'll
around here?
go and pay. Sirius is gonna kind of walk over to the counter. How much for our tab, miss?
She calculates it up. That will be 4 bronze.
Oh yeah, we don't really have any change, do we? Sirius is just gonna eye her for a second. And he's gonna look up and say, do you also have lodgings?
We do not. She kind of like looks at you and kind of just, no, just a humble establishment. She kind of is looking you up and down.
Oops.
Well, could we pay a little extra for lodging?
She
My
look-
bad.
She looks you up and down, and she goes, "That's not really a service we provide, and I've already answered you once." She gets a little serious. She's looking you up and down right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk
What
up.
did you say your
yeah.
name was,
Try.
sir? What did you say your name was?
Gweleth. Here. Sirius puts down a gold.
Make me a communications check.
Alright.
Oh, floating dice.
Uh-oh, it's loading.
8.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Oh, it's contested? Okay.
Yeah.
I win.
She looks you
I
up and
win,
down,
bitch.
and she goes, "Gweleth, well, it's been a pleasure serving you, Gweleth. Thank you for playing the tap. I hope you enjoyed the game." As she kind of looks around. But as you guys see, another person walk in, and this guy appears to be much taller than the other guy. He kind of walks in, and he kind of just nods at the barkeep here. And this guy kind of has a black hood, and he begins to walk upstairs. And she goes,
What can I notice about him? Did I notice anything that's...
based on your previous perception check,
I got a
he
6.
he seems kind of tall. You do notice under his cloak, darker clothes. You do notice that like just your guard training. You can see that there's the imprint of what appears to be some kind of
Of a dagger.
dagger, but also a sword at his side.
Mm.
You get that when he's walking in, he's kind of shifty, and he's analyzing everybody's face as he comes in. So he's looking at Sirius, he's looking at you, Trid, he's looking at everyone. He's like scanning the room. Something definitely like feels suspect, and he's gonna go ahead
You
and kind of,
provided us quite the grand entertainment. We thank you for that.
she kind of nods her head.
Yes,
Yes,
very much.
well, it is getting late after all. Better to be
Cool.
on your ways.
Oh, you-
And
You guys
we
closing
definitely
up
need
already?
to find another
This
place
guy,
to
this
stay.
lady here is gonna like, she's like passive with her. We're not closing, but we have, clientele and there's certain people like to come in and have the privacy of the building to themselves sometimes. So
Sure, we
if you wouldn't
understand.
mind,
Okay.
you could head on, and I'm
Do
sure
you
we'd love
happen
to
to
serve you
know
another.
another place to stay, since we couldn't stay here, obviously?
Can't off the top of my head.
I'm going to use the mental link to signal to everyone that can hear.
By the way,
The
Fanaker,
cults upstairs.
have you ever wanted to like mind read anybody? Because you can.
I'm thinking about it right now. Could I? Could
Ye-
I? Could I
yes.
attempt?
Yes.
Oh my god, this is role playing. Dice.
Okay, so
I want
what's your range? What's your range?
40. I believe it's 40 feet now.
And you can focus it, by the way.
Yes, 45 feet. 50 feet with focused.
Okay.
Brain
So,
blaster.
you are definitely within range. So you kind of see the kind of awkward. So what do you say in your mental link, Richard?
I said the cults upstairs.
Okay.
I communicate back. Does the lady know anything?
Yes, it seems so. I communicate back.
I'm gonna do my best to read her mind, keep her distracted.
I think I need some bread or something. I'm not feeling.
Ma'am, do you have any bread or anything? Our compatriot, he doesn't know how to hold his ale, and
Okay.
He's I don't want him to make a mess on your floor.
Finacrio, go ahead and make me a Minecraft check.
I am making a focus shot, spending 1 ichor.
Okay, she's gonna roll her
So-
willpower.
I roll. Oh no!
Good, she got
Yes,
a 4.
Ooh.
I roll.
She got a 4.
1d6.
You can assist. Remember.
I assist with Falcon. Thank
Okay.
you. And that is a
1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6.
6.
All right.
Hopefully you don't hurt
With
yourself here.
Falcon
Probably
Is
unlikely.
a
1, 2,
1,
3,
2,
4.
3, 4.
Plus 1.
And so that is a
7.
7.
7
Yeah!
versus a 4 to level 3. Yeah, you're able to invade her thoughts. And you can hear at the surface level of her thoughts right now, she's thinking, these folks seem dangerous. Better to get them out for the meeting. Would rather not have to have another issue here and have to remove people again if they see our activities. Better not to have them
Since
here.
I am connected to everyone else's mind, am I able to kind of communicate exactly what she is thinking to everyone instantly?
Yes.
That makes sense?
Sure. You're amplifying it.
Yes.
And she kind of like you also hear kind of her surface level thoughts like she's like, there's something odd about this siren. I can't quite place it. I recognize him from somewhere, but I can't quite discern.
And Funako kind of looks a bit more
You
towards
you can
Uhtred
probe
and
deeper if you
Sirius.
want. Those are just her surface level thoughts.
He's kind of he communicates back to them. Should I probe deeper? She might get injured if I do that.
If she's helping the cult, I don't care.
Funako is going to attempt to probe deeper.
Okay, so you
Well,
probe
it's
deeper.
happened.
Can I look
Seriously.
around? Can I look
Walking
around
out.
and see what's going on in the bar, like with the other people,
Sure. So
like the two compatriots here?
So you go ahead, so Funaka, you dig a little bit deeper into her mind. You dig a little bit surface level, and then you get a flash, and you instantly see like various like meetings she's had here with various other members here, and these indeed do seem to be cult members. And you can see that apparently they have regular meetings here. And she even remembers one memory of that guy that was working for Dennis, the guy that got vaporized by the lightning, coming in here and passing on information. And it seems that you had stumbled upon the sect of the cult that you were looking for, or at least like the meeting place, because this is by the docks.
Do you amplify that to us, Finacrio?
I would say so, if that's within my capabilities.
Yes, it is. As long as Uhtred is within range.
I'm on a mental link as I'm kind of walking back. We need to go gear up and find a way to get into this meeting.
Destin is sloth.
Yep.
Someone's gonna.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to help get my compatriot out of here. I know we're in your hair, and he just doesn't. I don't think he understands how to play the game.
I drank. Yeah, I was supposed to drink. Thank you.
Only when you didn't answer truthfully.
What?
Come on, let's get you out of here. We got business to attend to at the docks. Come on.
I just want to thank you so much, talking to the bartender lady. Thank you so much for allowing us this. We really bonded so much. We needed this.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah.
You all are a bunch of scumbags. You made me get drunk. I don't.
No one
Okay.
made you drink.
Sorry.
You did.
Come
This
on.
stupid game.
He just went through a breakup. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, the love of his life, Emily, left. And
Died.
it's been,
No, her name was
She
Brittany.
passed
It was
away.
Brittany.
oh, the love of his life, Brittany, left. She unfortunately didn't make it as we were traveling here. But thank you for your hospitality.
Then she got ran over by a wagon.
Yeah,
Yes,
as
yes.
Dustin gets out here,
Yeah.
as Dustin gets out here, he's just gonna throw up on the floor.
Dustin, no, that's disgusting.
Ugh.
Let's go gear up. I'm gonna walk back over to the blacksmiths, and I'm not.
As we're
paying.
Does
going
anyone-
to get our gear,
Can one of
I
you?
see.
Does anyone? does
Hold
anyone
on,
have a
way too
cure?
many people talking at once. Sirius, you're trying to say
Yeah.
something? Sirius, what were you trying to say?
oh, do I see this?
The connection, yes,
There
you
it's
do.
like open, and
Yep.
you can probably get in through there.
Yep.
Okay, Sirius is gonna mental link. Well, if we want to listen in on their meeting, we probably don't want to go in guns blazing or swords clashing.
So remember, Elwin can't hear this as you guys are all like. So none of the things that have been discussed have been told to Elwin.
I'm gonna
okay.
tell Elwin. Elwin, we gotta go get our gear. This is the place.
Okay.
We
Don't you want
don't
to
want
ask?
to go.
Nope. Yeah, sure. Oh, why were you all acting so suspicious earlier?
Sirius is. Well, I don't think you saw, but it sounded like there were a few cultists moving upstairs for a secret meeting. You probably don't want to draw too much attention, so you might want to sneak in and listen in.
Uhtred, can you use your fucking magic and save me from the pain? Oh, actually, no, wait.
Can I try to use?
I
Can
can
I try
try.
to use a blessing to
second.
sober him up?
One
It is
second.
technically neurotoxin, so you can try.
Well, first of all, before he does that, Justin's gonna put his hand up and he's gonna try to polycraft and try to heal that. He's gonna try to use a healing factor to purge the alcohol from his system.
Mine can
Okay.
heal you right away.
But so Grant, this is gonna be with a. I'm gonna say how sloshed you are right now. You have -2. So let's try our buffing mechanics here. So go ahead, make your roll. It's minus
Okay,
2d6.
so
You have a minus.
Do I need to declare that I'm using Ichor beforehand?
Yep.
Okay,
What
so
are
I'm
you
gonna.
gonna? I assume you always use one, but you can use more if you want.
I can use up to. I can use up to my Felkin, right?
Yep. For your buff.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. I'm just gonna use one for a moment because I just need to get the healing factor.
Okay.
Oh, the dice fell off the world. So wait, is that 4 plus the one I spent?
That's 3. It's 3.
What? I rolled 4 4s. Oh hey.
Yeah. Wait. Did you roll 4 4s or?
Yeah.
Oh, you
so
did.
I
Yeah,
rolled,
that's 4. So you have
So
one
4
Ichor
is-
set. So you get a level 4, and you spent 1 Ichor. So you can take
Okay.
your healing factor if you want. So you can
Okay.
take the healing factor. You can't. In order to heal yourself, that would be. Let me look here.
Hey, narrator.
Yeah, we're about to be done, Jake.
I gotta head out to get ready for work.
You're all good. You're all good. Here, let's go ahead. Grant, you go ahead. You get. Let me just finish this, and then I just want to deal with this time, so we don't have to worry about it.
Oh, you're
next
good.
time. So Grant, you can take a challenge level minor. This would be a medium heal. You can take it. It would cost you 2 Ichor. So you have to spend 1 more Ichor, and then it's gone.
Justin's gonna do that.
So you feel as your body you begin to feel your body kind of burn off this alcohol. You feel your body warming up as it processes this toxin. As you feel this other regurgitation as your body spits up all of this basically the ale you just paid for as you yak it onto the ground.
Oh God. What? Oh. Okay. I'm good. Sorry about that. Shit. Okay.
Cool, awesome.
Cool.
And with that, we will go ahead. It's kind of coming towards dusk right now, as you guys spent basically the entire day letting the armor upgrade all of your items and stuff, and enjoying drinks and fucking around the city. With that, we will go ahead and end this episode, and we will investigate the cult next time. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and
you
we'll
guys.
catch you next time.
Yeah.